Hey, Kira. Not running. Yeah, today was a little hectic. The music's not too loud, is it? Or can you barely hear it? All right, good, because I still don't understand this copyright shit, but this music has been a whole vibe for me for the last, like, I don't know, 3 days. Okay. Just gonna clean off my cards for a second. There we go. Mod on duty. What does Sweetie always say? I know that's right. Man, so how has Christmas been? Or if you celebrate Christmas, or what is what yesterday was the first day of Kwanzaa? If you celebrate Kwanzaa, yeah, all we have, because I drank all the wine. Christmas is nice. Good. I'm glad. That's good. Yeah, it's good to know Christmas was nice when I want to say most people couldn't really have the Christmas they are used to having. So it's nice to see people still, figuring out a way to still make, their Christmas special. But about this wine situation, so I drank all the wine from the last one, and I meant to go to the store today, but the day just got ahead of me, and I was in a business meeting, and the day got ahead of me. So my partner said he may go to the store, and if he does, he'll get me some wine. There's Hennessy right now in the house, and if you remember what I said in my last live stream, I am scared shitless of Hennessy. Like y'all, I'm not a hard drinker, and I don't know. I'm scared, but like I'm not even playing. Hold on, I will show you this big ass fucking bottle of Hennessy he bought. Hold on. All right, look at this Hennessy bottle. Do you see this? Who has time? I gotta get up in the morning. Drink it straight. See, Kara, I knew you was gutter. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Spray some Florida water. Hey Jenna, how are you, love? Kira said Laud late night. Yo, I'm telling you, this Hennessy bottle is scary. I don't know though, because it just doesn't seem right to have a 21 and up live and we not drinking. So, um, oh, Jenna. Yeah, I was just asking about holidays. My holiday was nice. The only person I really wanted to see was my grandmother, so I did get to see her, and she's in good spirits. I haven't been able to really talk to her, or like not talk to her, but like see her in person, pretty much this whole year because she has a lot of health issues. So I've been trying to, you know, keep my distance because although I don't believe in everything that they're saying about this virus, at the same time I do believe that it is some strain of the flu, and just as with any other, you know, flu or cold or anything, I typically stay away from my grandmother. So I was able to see her from a distance. Yes, or no, Friday when hell was Christmas. So anyway, that was good. I got to see her, and she was in good spirits. So, that made my day. Also, my one of my family members found me a picture with two of my ancestors, photoshopped on the picture, and that was so special to me because. I do a lot of work with my ancestors, so the more I can find, photos of them, the happier it makes me. So basically, long story short, my Christmas was really good. It was really good. How was yours? How was your Christmas, Jenna? Kira said hers was great. I'm answering for Kira now. Your grandma was your best friend. Oh, good. I'm so glad. As I was saying earlier, I'm glad that we're able to still find time to, celebrate the holidays and try to make it as normal as we can with the times that we're in. So it's really nice to see that. My elephants are not in frame like I like them to be. Let's get together. I had to move that cloth off my table. So anyway, before I start this live stream, hold on. Let me hear you. All right, Jenna, I mean, I probably shouldn't continue to speak this into my life, but I really do have really bad memory. So I do remember giving you a reading, and I think you said that you and your partner, like y'all are close in birthdays. Is that right? Woke up to a plate of food. Hey, that's good living. You can sleep and wake up to food. Kara over there being a queen and shit. Yeah, birthdays are 5 days apart. Look at me with my good memory. Look at that. It's because I'm sober. No. And so what did we say that Caleb, let me remember. Caleb is currently was like, I need to deal with school, I need to focus. And you cut that Scorpio out. I remember the Scorpion. We were trying to figure out the case of the X. My memory is maybe it's because it's dark. It's dark outside. I don't know. This is crazy. Hey, Sailor. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's because I'm sober. It makes me want to drink now. My memory is scary. Is scary good right now, and I don't trust it. So I should probably get drunk. I think this is. Oh my gosh. Snip snip. Look, sometimes, and honestly, let me turn this music off. Sometimes, you know, cutting people out of your life, whether it's for a season, whether it's for a lifetime, no matter how you feel about that, like if you know it's right and you know deep down in your gut that that's the right move, sometimes by doing that, you allow a lot of stuff to come in. So I'll always go with your gut. If you feel like, what, even though as much as I don't want to do it, this is what I feel led to do. Trust that gut, trust that feeling because I found that like trusting your gut really doesn't steer you wrong. And even if you don't understand it, at the end of the day, I feel like we're all born with some level of consciousness to understand, you know, what we should be doing. Now we can choose to ignore it because we have free will, but it doesn't oftentimes it doesn't go away. So too much negative energy. Ashe. Well, way to make a decision for yourself, because I mean that's something that is very hard to do. So I don't take that lightly. So, kudos to you. And Jenna, even with you, making that decision of, you know what, where we are right now is not, where I want to be, and it is not doing me good to continue waiting around or, looking at your profile and seeing that you're up but you're not communicating with me. So I'm going to make a decision that's best for Jenna. And right now I'm just going to separate myself and I'm going to do me. And I think I said in your reading, like, don't wait for him, like he's going to, I think I do remember saying that, like, he's going to come back around, he's going to circle back. And right now just kind of do you, like, you know what I mean? So I think that's what I said to you. Recently cut off toxic. Yeah. Um, Yeah, that's, you know what, and honestly, I think that's just like a vibrational thing. People cutting off toxic people, people moving themselves away from other people. I did a reading about my like a reading for myself earlier, and the reason why I haven't been on live, guys, is because my computer has been messing up. Like my I don't know if it's my battery, like, or what, but for like days it would not charge my computer, so I couldn't go live. So that's why you're just now seeing me. But I did do a reading for myself, and it said the same thing, to kind of just like what I got from that reading was, you know, um, kind of take a kind of take a roll call of all the people in my life that have access to me and make sure that these people still, these people um are supposed to be where they are, or do I need to move some people around? You know what I mean? So I feel like even for you guys are feeling that urge to do that too, and it may be because of the new year coming up, and we're like, look, we don't want to be bringing 2020 vibes into 2021, and some of this toxic energy that I was dealing with this person, you know for the last 12 months, 11 months, I don't want to carry in. So we're making some decisions for ourselves, and I commend all of that. So good job for you too, Jenna. I'm really proud of you, because like I said, none of that stuff is ever easy. I told you to do you worry about yourself? Okay. Okay, that's good. Well, I'm glad that you guys are making those decisions. Um, Before I start the reading, I wanted to tell you guys how I almost burnt down my kitchen slash living room on Monday. That shit was wild. So if you guys know, Monday was December 21st. And so she said, period. That's right. So no, I'm okay. I'm okay. It was one of those things where it's like, in that moment I was scared shitless. Like it was not fun. It was not fun at all. But I look back on it now and I'm like, okay, we survived. It's good. Everything's fine. But on the 21st, on a how do you say that word? On an astrological um I don't know what I'm saying. Basically, Saturn went conjunct, and so it was like a lot of energies of Saturn and Jupiter at play. And so, um, me and my partner, we are very, big on doing like new moon rituals and full moon rituals, like cleansings on full moons, and manifestation work on the new moon. And the December 21st was just a big deal for us. So I lined out. We had a couple of rituals going at once, and your girl was, I maybe must have just gotten a little too, carried away on one of those rituals, and I put some stuff in this platter that I should not have because it was not flame friendly. I didn't realize that until after the fact. And so basically, the little things that I had around my candle caught fire. And I honestly, if I like looking back on it now, I kind of wish that I had a camera posted so you guys could see how big this freaking flame got. I usually, look, I'm a fire sign. Okay, I have always been a pyromaniac my entire life. Like, I'm attracted to flame. I love fire. And that's why I love doing candle work and candle magic so much, because it just resonates with me. And I love candles. Like, even this, like, I keep candles around me all the time. So flames I'm used to. This flame, not used to it. I was like, oh my God, this flame is huge. My fire alarm kept, like, my smoke detector kept going off. My whole house was smoky. My dog was crying. It was just bad. It was just really bad. So um I'm fanning the smoke detector, and then I tell my husband to go fan the smoke detector so I can go look for the fire extinguisher. I find that, and I'm looking at it, and that is when I realize I don't know how to use a fire extinguisher. Like not like it's hard to figure out, but like I've never used one before. And who wants to try to figure out how to use a fire extinguisher when there's a fire? Like, so I'm looking at my husband. I'm like, do you know how to use a fire extinguisher? He's like, yeah, you do this. I was like, okay, well, let's switch spots, please. And he used the fire extinguisher, and fire, it came off, or it blew out, and there was smoke everywhere, there was soot everywhere. It was a lot, but it was still, even in all of that. And maybe I'll post like a video on my channel so you guys can see how the ritual looked. um you know what? I don't want to post that on YouTube. I might post that on my Instagram page, because I don't know if I want to. I don't know. I'll figure it out. It'll either be on my YouTube channel, or because it's literally like a 30-second clip. But I did kind of record how it looked before everything went left, and it was a really beautiful ceremony. So but yeah, I definitely, that moment will go down in history as a time that I almost like burnt my kitchen down. Like the fire just began to like spread out of that. It was getting wider out of that platter, and so I just got kind of concerned that, because fire spreads. So once it got out of that platter, I was concerned that it would spread to the other platters or even on my countertop, and I was just not trying to do that. So yeah, thank you guys. No, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. No, I'm definitely laughing at that now, but yeah, so that was very interesting though. It was, and I'm not even surprised honestly about the fire flame, because there was so much energy on my table with all my candles. There was so much energy. So I really liked that. I was very pleased with that though. Yeah, but everything is fine. Everything is fine. Um one second. Where's my pen? I need a pen. All right, so now we can start. Now we can start with the card pulls. Let me just do like a collective reading for right now. Because let me look at the calendar. Yeah, I probably won't see you guys until the new year, because I'm trying to do these live streams once a week on the weekend, and New Year's would have already passed. So I'm going to do a collective reading for the New Year's for you guys while you guys are kind of, maybe typing in your questions. So let's do it like that. Okay. Um, and we can stay on here. I might get something to drink, because now I really want something to drink. But yeah, I'm good. I'm so good. Let's see. It's time to release negativity came out. Well, it seems like you guys have already been doing that. So you guys are definitely in alignment with what spirit has been calling you to do, because for this to come out, I hope this is not like crooked, but it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio vibes. So yeah, some of you guys have already been doing that, like I said, where it's like, you're assessing some people in your lives, and some people are like shining out to you, like, I had nothing but negativity to bring into your life, and you guys are making some really probably difficult, or maybe they're really easy decisions for you guys. I mean, I think that really just kind of depends on how you feel about that person in that moment. But yeah, I think that for the rest of you guys who may be watching, or watching this on the playback, you guys are either going towards this energy, or you guys have already been doing it. But I definitely see for the new year, anyone else that was maybe left out in December is definitely going to be cut in January. So you guys continue to cut some cords in January too. So um so yeah, I definitely see some of you guys are probably already in alignment with that. What about for this deck, spirit? Anything for the collective pertaining to the year 2021? Let's see. The power of self-talk. I love this deck. I didn't use this deck in the last live. The power of self-talk. It says, when my self-talk is kinder, I am empowered in my capacity to pursue my dreams and believe in myself. Ashe. I love that. So basically what they're saying is that um instead of looking for other people to encourage you, instead of looking for other people to uplift you, uplift yourself. You know what I mean? You are going to be, just like they say, I'm my worst my worst enemy. I can be my worst enemy. Just in that light, you can also be the biggest cheerleader for yourself. I mean, you can be hard on yourself, but you could also be the person that uplifts yourself. So some of you guys are going to find that Not only is this energy helpful, but coming into the new year, it's going to be very necessary and crucial that you begin to practice, if this is something foreign, that you begin to practice uplifting yourself, that you begin to practice literally just going in front of the mirror and just talking about how much, you, how awesome you are, how awesome you are. I think that, I don't know, I said this in one of my videos, but I was like, I wish more people would get in the mirror and just start talking about how much they are the shit. Like literally just say that like 10 times before you leave the mirror. Just be like, I am the shit. I am the shit. I am the shit. And when you big up yourself so much, whenever you leave the confines, your sacred space, your house, whatever, and you go out into the world and you get on social media and you interact with people who, don't like themselves or haven't done their self-talk, and they try to talk down on you, that shit begins to like just rub off your shoulders. That you're like, I already told myself I'm the shit. So if you don't agree with that, then your opinion means nothing. Like, that type of stuff really helps. It helps with self-esteem. It helps with insecurity as well. When you begin to just tell yourself, look, how I feel about myself is enough. It's more than enough. And everything that and if you co-sign what I said, then that's just all the more better. But I don't need you to tell me how to feel about myself because I already got that. You know what I mean? It's just about big upping yourself. Yes, self-love affirmations. Absolutely, Kara. Self-love affirmations. I want us to, in 2021, I want us to stop sleeping on, not saying you guys are, but I'm just saying as a collective, I want us to stop sleeping on these self-love affirmations. Whatever it is that you're looking for, I promise you, you can get it from yourself before you can get it from another person. And then we're going to pull from this deck. This is the last deck I'm going to pull from for the collective. All right, Spirit. So let me shuffle. I'm hearing to shuffle twice. All right. Split deck. What from this deck is needed to come out for the collective regarding the beginning of 2021? Thank you. Oh, hold on, it fell. Flow. Flow came out. I love this deck. I mean, well, I love this deck, but I love this card because basically what this card is coming in and saying is that if there's any resistance that you're having towards something, release it. Sometimes we have the ability to get in our own way. And the things that we're asking for, we also don't realize that we are literally like barriers standing in the middle of what's supposed to be naturally coming to us. So, for example, some of you guys may be, looking for love, asking for love, or looking for finances, asking for finances, wealth, prosperity, protection, all of these things that, we as humans naturally kind of, well, a lot of us do, we naturally kind of are inclined to desire and want. But what we also aren't considering is while we want that, we're also doing something that is preventing that from flowing towards us, whether that is, negative thinking, whether that is negative vibration, whether that is consuming things that support the opposite in what you're thinking. So when you say I want a peaceful life and that's what you're sending out there to the universe, but you're constantly in drama or finding drama, or drama is attracting itself to you, there's something about you that you have to check so that the peace can flow, because peace cannot flow into drama. It just can't. So this is one of those introspective things where you need to sit down and think, like, am I blocking? And this is one of those honest to God conversations you have with yourself, is like, this is what I want, but am I blocking it? Because it is, I'm gonna say this, and this may be a little deep, but I don't know. We are co-creators, right? That's just what we are. We are designed to create by nature. So if you are sending something out there and it's not coming to you, there is a reason for that. Don't accept that as, oh, well, it's not meant to be. No, 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 no. There is a reason why it's not coming to you. So it becomes your job, and something that you really should investigate and make a priority. Investigate, why is this not coming to me? Because now you begin to unravel the idea of blockages. You begin to unravel the idea of being tied to stuff, soul ties, of generational ties. There's all kinds of reasons. And I think that the further down the rabbit hole you get, that they actually, and by they, I hope you guys know who they is, but they tell you not to go down for whatever reason. It's bad, it's evil, it's yada, yada, yada. Basically, there are reasons why your co-creations can be blocked. And so if you want to co-create and you want to be a master of your reality, then you need to make it your business to figure out where these blockages are coming from, so that you can do the work, so you can cut the ties, so that you can receive and continue on creating whatever it is that you want to experience in this reality, because that's what you came here to do ultimately. You know what I mean? Find your purpose and create. So that is your collective reading. And I hope that resonated with you guys that are currently watching, and anybody that may be watching on the playback. Um, so right now I'm going to be, I'm stuck. Hold on. I'm opening up the floor for anyone who has a question. I'm going to go pour me. Jeez, I'm so scared of Hennessy. I'm going to pour me some Hennessy. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to pour me a little bit, and I'll be right back. But you guys go ahead and put any questions that you may have, or if you guys just want to talk and have a conversation, we can definitely do that. You guys know I love to talk by now, so that's fine too. What did she say? Hold on, let me see. You're working on self-love. Ashe. Your cards are pretty. Thank you. I'm literally just reading these. I hadn't looked at the monitor. Um yeah, thank you. I'm gonna tell my husband that, because he's been having a fit lately, because I've been buying cards like it's my birthday, and it's not. My birthday's in April. So I'm gonna tell him y'all said my cards are pretty, so he maybe he'll be okay with me buying them. I told him I needed them. I was like, I need them. I'm literally becoming a card collector. There are cards I haven't even shown you guys on here that are just cards that I bought. So it's not even that I use them for my channel. It's just that I can't help it. I have a problem. I don't know. um, I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared of this bottle. And we don't even have Coke. We don't have Coke. We don't have Dr. Pepper. We don't have Pepsi. So many cute decks. Thank you. Thank you, Jenna. Jenna, you're 22, right? Just take a shot. Girl, take a shot. Oh, peer pressure? I don't know. We don't have any Coke. I told you I'm a lightweight when it comes to drinks like this. You're 22. You are 22. I'm telling you, my memory right now, this is freaking me out. This is not normal. This is above average. I mean, yeah, above average. Like, this is not normally one shot. Okay. On September. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I remember. I remember you saying you just had a birthday. Okay. Yeah, my memory is a one tonight. She said, "I remember you." Yeah, and that's what's really interesting. I mean, no shade to anybody ever, but I don't remember people really well, honestly. Like, I can have a whole conversation with someone in person, and then completely forget. Like, I'll remember the conversation, but I'll forget that person. But I don't know, for some reason, I remember. I remember you. I remember your story. I have little flashes of like the reading that we did. So yeah, I'm really proud of myself, honestly, you guys. I'm not joking. This is shocking to me. I'm just as shocked. Thank you. I'm glad that the energy is good. I and that's the other reason. Well, okay, outside of the battery situation on my computer, I have to honestly sometimes talk myself out of um just kind of put coming on here just because I have to make sure my energy is right. Because what I did say in my last live stream, I don't know if I said that in my last live stream, but I have two sides to me. There's one side that is very sociable, and I like to have fun. I like to make people laugh, and I like to have a good time. And I can produce that good energy. But at the same time, y'all, my rising is in Scorpio, so if um there are times where my mood is very opposite, where I don't want to, really talk. I'm very much, to myself. I'm very just, watching and observing, and I am very unapproachable. And I recognize that I have two sides about me. And that's why most people who meet me in person, they're like, oh my God, I thought you were this whole different type of person when I first met you. And it's like, yeah, because you met that rising, that Scorpio rising in me who doesn't like people. So, um, your ADHD. Yeah. Yeah, I have to if I'm not genuinely interested, I won't remember. And that's why like I can remember Kira in the case of the ex. And I remember Kira being like, you're from Maryland, right? Yeah. Kira's from Maryland. And I remember you. I don't remember I didn't remember his name. I didn't remember his name being Caleb, but I do remember what you were saying about you guys' situation. And so that's what I'm saying. If the story doesn't stand out to me, then I'm not good for whatever reason. I'm just not gonna remember it. But I don't know. Spirit's been dealing with me. I'm very connected to spirit. So like there's times where I'm not gonna lie, I have posted, like not posted, but I have filmed videos. Like I film pick a cards and like I'll film it. My pick a cards typically take an hour plus, and I'll go into editing and I will literally hear you're not posting that, like don't put that up, and I'll be like damn, like because I can't. So that's why sometimes like it'll be days because I can't post something that I'm not supposed to. And honestly, even with pick a cards, like I'm having some I feel like I'm hitting some things with even pick a cards because I feel like I don't know. I think I'd much rather prefer. I much rather prefer. Wow, I would much. I think I'm kind of leaning towards maybe just posting like collective readings for a bit of time until I get a confirmation for a pick a card. That's what I'm thinking. You're unforgettable. I was about to say. I'm sure you've been told that before, Kira. That people know who you are. People remember you. Wait, I might have some red wine over there in that a little bit. Hold on, real quick. Hold on. Hey, can I have some of this hooch? The hooch? Is that what it's called? Huh? Oh, okay. That's what it's called. Okay, guys. Okay, so I have good news and bad news. Bad news is I'm not drinking that Hennessy. I'm sorry. I'm scary. And I need Coke. I need like Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper. I need somebody to assist me with this Hennessy cuz there's just two things that I try to stay away from honestly is Hennessy and Patron. But the good news is um my husband has this moonshine that's been in our pantry, and this stuff tastes so good that I don't mind drinking this. So I'm just gonna pour some. I'm not gonna pour, I don't want to pour all of his moonshine in here and out, but yeah. So we're gonna have some moonshine. Who's drinking with me? I'm just gonna sip on a little bit of this because it's strong, but it's sweet. I like my liquor sweet. And this is it's strong, but it's sweet. It tastes like syrup. You're drinking, what are you drinking, Kira? Woo! And there's actually in this moonshine, there's a cinnamon stick in there. So I'm getting a lot of cinnamon. Sweet red wine. I should pour some of this in a glass for my ancestor, honestly. I think he would really like that. I know. I only drink wine too. That's why I'm drinking this because I don't have any wine. I don't have any wine. But ideally I would prefer, I don't know where to put this. I would prefer to drink wine. And I really went over to my the bottles because I have some bottles on my refrigerator that I just keep out on there when I'm finished. But they're all empty. So I literally have no wine in my house right now. Jenna, why do you have pancakes? What? I don't get it. What are the pancakes for? Strength card. I cannot do eggnog. I cannot. I hear so many things about eggnog though. Like I know I'm missing out. I know it, but there's just something about that taste that does not agree with my taste buds. And I mean, I'm a little picky. I'm a little picky. So I know I'm missing out. I know it, but I don't know. Something about eggnog I can't get with it. But I'm glad you returned. I didn't. Did I drink? I drank on Christmas. No, that's actually why this Hennessy was out. Cause my husband, we had so for this Hennessy, we bought what did we buy? We bought Coke. That was Christmas Eve? Or was that Christmas? I think it was, I don't know, it's one of those 2 days because he was like, "Man, I wanna drink." I was like, "Okay, well, I haven't really drank, like, drank in a while." So I was like, "Okay, well, we can drink." Um, but I was like, "I need a chaser." So he was like, "Okay, we get some Coke." So I had Coke here and I drank it, but, like, even that, like, I don't like to really taste like this. I'm a lightweight, I know. And I'm used to wine, so when I do drink, it's always dark. If it's not wine, it's dark. It has to be dark. I don't drink vodka. Mm-mm. No, I haven't drank vodka since I was 22, 23. So I don't drink vodka. I don't drink light anything. I drink dark. And then if I drink Crown or if I drink Hennessy, I have to have something to chase it with. I know we really should start like a wine club thing. That would be cool. What are you guys planning on doing for New Year's? Let me fix my deck really quick because I didn't even fix this. What are y'all doing for New Year's? Are there any plans? Because I'm just trying to figure out like what is everybody gonna do because this is the first New Year's that we're all spending you know technically still quarantined. So it's like how do you? I mean, the whole idea about New Year's was to be around people and bring in the New Year and stuff. So I mean, my New Year's. I mean, I'm an introvert by nature, so I'm not usually surrounded by people normally. So this whole year hasn't really affected me too much because I like being home. I'm a huge homebody. I spend a lot of time making sure that my space is the way I want it to be. So I don't really like leaving the house. So my New Year's is probably going to be the same as it has been every other New Year's. But I know a lot of people like to spend New Year's with their friends and their loved ones. And Kara is a whole vibe. I'm telling you, she's a whole vibe. She's like, I don't. It don't matter. I am the party. That's what she said. I am the party. All right. Um, Let me. Is there a way I can write on here? Hold on. Uh oh. Never mind. I don't want to write on there yet. What did I do? Okay. Jeez. Quick question though. Oh my gosh, yes. That's definitely Taurus vibes. I agree. It's like my house is the party spot. What are you talking about? But quick question. Um, do you guys um shit, what's my question? Oh, do you are you guys fans of pick a cards or like what type of tarot videos do you watch typically? I'm curious. Excuse me. Like what type of oh, you like pick a cards? Okay. Cuz I find that when I'm watching certain like, spiritual YouTubers, I typically watch like the zodiac readings and typically I like to watch the like collective readings. But I was just wondering what type of like content like if you like pick a card. So you do like pick a cards, Kara. Okay. But you mostly watch zodiac readings? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I really do love watching. Like let me tell you guys, there are two people that I love watching. They are so funny to me. I don't know if you've heard of them, but the first one is Sunshine Tarot. I I adore her energy. She is the funniest person. Like I would literally take her to dinner and just and just listen to her talk. Like she's so funny and she's so charismatic and just to the point. And yeah, I enjoy watching. Yeah, yeah, check her out, Sunshine Tarot. And then the other person is Tyler's Tarot. Tyler is a another he's an Aries, so of course, I just felt an instant like I was like, oh shit, Andy, because I didn't even know he was an Aries when I was watching him up front. I just knew I just kept watching him. I just kept watching every post, even when he was doing readings that weren't even about Aries. When he was doing a reading on like a Pisces, I would just watch that because he was just so funny to me. And then when I found out he was an Aries, I was like, oh, I knew there was a reason why I kept, just going towards him and stuff because he's very like straight to the point. I like people who just, go straight to it, no chaser, just straight to the point. Everyone recommends him. Yeah, check him out. He's funny. He's definitely he's funny. He does a lot of love readings and like I think he does a lot of like who's coming towards you, like kind of relationship type readings for zodiacs. But he's a good time. He is a good time. So those are the two that like tarot readers that I like and both of them happen to be, they kind of do I think they do mostly like zodiac reads. So That's fine. I think they both do zodiac love readings. Sunshine, I will say Sunshine Tarot when I look at her readings because I'm an Aries, my partner is a Libra. And so when I watch her videos where she's talking about Libras or Aries, like she is most of the time, if not every time, accurate when it comes to like our like relationship stuff. So I do enjoy her. And she's so crazy. She'll open up the video singing a song. It's so you got to check her out. You got to check her out. Oh, okay, Jenna, you said you're subscribed to Tyler too. Yeah, Tyler's fun. But like and that's the thing. So like I watch those type of videos and I get a lot of enjoyment out of that. But when it comes to like my content, like what I post, I don't know, like it's not that I mind. I don't it's not that I have a problem with doing love readings or love pick a cards. Actually, I really don't like doing love pick a cards. I'll be honest with you because um and this is just because of my nature of the kind of person I am. I truly believe that society pushes us to just focus on like having a person in your life and not on you know being 100% fulfilled with who you are as a person by yourself. And so that is where my true love comes from, like my passion comes from, is helping um specifically young girls learn to love themselves, learn to establish boundaries for themselves, for other people. We skip over that part. We skip over ourselves and we go to people. And we do it because that's what everyone else is doing. And that's what we were taught to do. And that's what society told us to do. And everything around you is just telling you, it's okay that you're easily triggered. Just, ignore that and just continue to. And it's like, no, like let's look in the mirror and let's work on ourselves for a little bit. And I know it's not the most popular thing to talk about, but that's really where my passion is because um of my own personal journey of like learning myself. So it's not that I have a problem with love readings, it's just that I feel like um a lot of times it's premature because we're worried we're concerning ourselves about love from a person or multiple people. And we're concerning ourselves over the vanity or the vain that is physical beauty. And and what we don't realize is that inside we're rotting because we're not taking care of what makes us us, you know what I mean? So I like to do readings personally on spiritual messages. I like to do readings on messages channeled to you from your ancestors or angel messages. I like talking about those things. I like talking about personal development. I like talking about those type of things because I feel like love is inevitable. Love will come. You know what I mean? It's just when you know who you are, you pick the right person. And that's basically where I'm trying to get everyone to like come to is like you pick the right person when you know who you are and when you know what you want, when you know where you're going, um, you pick the right person. Oh, thank you, Jenna. So my channel may see some changes in the new year. It definitely is going to depend on where spirit wants to take me and wants to take that wants to take this channel. Um, but um I'm very optimistic. I'm very open. And it's what I was saying. Well, even with the card earlier that said flow that I pulled, it's like even with my channel, like take me for example, like with my channel, like wherever spirit wants my channel to go, I have to remove the resistance. And even for me, I have been in the way a bit because every content creator knows that there's a bit of struggle on understanding what it is that you want to do with your channel. Like, do you want to put out the most popular content so you can get the views, so you can get the subscription, so you can grow your channel? Um, it's like a decision, and it's also a decision on, are you going to be authentic or are you going to um, be something that you're not? There's so many decisions, but we all know what the algorithm favors. And sometimes you sacrifice who you are for the algorithm. I don't know. I'm rambling. Yeah. Kira, I saw a meme, honestly, that was doing something that said something like that, where it's like when you're doing something you know you're not supposed to do, and then it had like your spirit guides just kind of like mean mugging you off in the corner. And it's so real. It's so real, and that's the thing, because like you said, like obviously there's a connection between you and your ex, right? Like I'm just gonna tell you, you have a connection with you and your ex. Sometimes people will, depending on the type of connection, I'm just gonna assume, just for the sake of the example, a lot of people will consider that a soul tie. So especially if you've like slept with them or been like seriously intimate with them, you can develop a tie. And so sometimes when you're trying to figure out, like, why can't I move on from this person, why do I keep thinking about this person, why do I keep checking up on this person, or I get drunk and I want to text this person, it's like, why do continue to feel this like being drawn? And it's because there is a spiritual tie to that person that you may want to consider cutting, releasing, removing yourself from. And that's another reason why, really quick, I'm gonna turn into Professor Demi real quick. That's why, as women, because I know I mean, I think it's just you two right now in here, but like as women, we have to be, I'm not gonna say careful. I'm not gonna say careful because I'm not your mom, but as a friend, I would say be aware and be overly conscious of who you are allowing to deposit their energy into you, because that is what sex is. It is you receiving the energy that that person is depositing into you. And so as women, we are incubators by nature. That's why we have the ability to you know create a baby, because we incubate. And so you know I'm right. Thank you. But yeah, so because we are incubators, whatever is deposited into us is stored in us. And that's on a physical level. I mean, physically, that's a baby, but spiritually, those are emotions, So when you sleep with an angry person, when you sleep with a depressed person, when you sleep with a suicidal person, when you sleep with a person who has no control over their emotions, when they deposit that into you, now you are incubating that inside of you. And on a spiritual level, you begin to take on that energy and that emotions, just like empaths. It's the same thing as empaths. And that's why I personally believe a lot of women are naturally empathic, because we're naturally tuned in. It's not there's not a coincidence that even the high priestess is a feminine card. It's a female card. Like you a Scorpio. If I find that picture, I'll post it on my Instagram. It was literally like a picture of a girl, and she's like she has this guy and he's on top of her, but like really what you see instead of this guy is you see this demon on top of her. And it's so fucking powerful, that image, because we sleep with someone, we're naturally attracted to someone's looks. It's just off the top. Usually with our physical eyes, we see a person physically. That's just first impressions. We're like, oh, that's a nice looking man, or oh, that's a nice looking girl. But it's all the other stuff inside of them that takes longer to get to know, because everyone's on their best behavior when they meet you. When you meet a guy, he's on his best behavior. He's not going to come up to you on the first, unless he's just psycho, but he's not going to come up to you on the first date and be like, hey, so I have a tendency to get physically abusive when I get really angry or when I get drunk. He's not going to tell you that on date one. He may not even tell you that the first 3 months. And this is why, I know, again, you want to rush, you want to and it's like, okay, rush, but only when you are spiritually mature, because then you can discern that shit up front. Like you can see a dude coming a mile away and be like, oh, no, 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 I peep you. No, thank you. But like when we're still growing in our spiritual journey and we're still learning the beautiful thing that is discernment, and we start making spiritually sound and mature decisions, then you don't have to worry about taking your time so much, because things just begin to come in and fall into alignment. But until then, we have to be, aware. Don't ignore red flags. And so that's why I'm like, be aware. I don't want to say careful, but be aware of who you are allowing to come into your bed. Be aware of who you are allowing to deposit their energy inside of your body, because it's not just sex. And that's what I really want you guys to understand. It's not just sex. It's so much more than that. There is a energetic exchange there. And so the question of the hour is, when you are having sex with someone, if there is an exchange, what type of exchange is it? Yeah, make good spiritual decisions. And not and good as far as whether or not that aligns with you, because my good decision may be your bad decision, right? So like for example, how I met my husband, I wouldn't tell anybody to do what I did when I met him. But um that was like a what is the word that I'm looking for? I don't know the word that I'm looking for. That was design. It was a spirit that was spiritually designed. Because technically, the way I met my husband, it broke every rule. Like of like, like when they say like the exception to the rule, our whole story is the exception to the rule. I wouldn't tell my daughter to do all the things that I did, but at the same time, it's really because, we have to be divinely led ourselves. So that's why I'm saying like, yes, make good, sound, solid, spiritual decisions, but that is authentic to you, because Kira's story is different from Jenna's story, and Jenna's story is different from Demi's story. So do you see how it's different? And so that's why it's like, I can do readings, or you can go and get readings, and you can keep those in mind, but at the end of the day, Jenna has to be authentic to what Jenna feels led to do. Does that make sense? And I can clarify, or I can put something out here that makes you, have to go back and, ask, hey, spirit. So Demi, I was thinking this way, but Demi had cards and her cards pulled this. And now I need to. And so then I always say, when someone disagrees with the reading, I always say, consult with your spirit guides, because they know. And now hey, this is the reading I got. I'm confused. Spirit, help me. I need guidance. You know, you hate being empathic. That's you. You hate being empathic because um it's kind of like and this is just my overactive imagination, but it's a coming of age story. You have a gift and you haven't quite figured out how to master it, and so you kind of, you don't really appreciate it as much because you don't understand it yet. But there'll come a time, and I'm going to speak this, there'll come a time where you'll begin to not only accept the gift of, because I remember, Kara, we talked about this on my last live stream, and we talked about how you're very empathic, and I kind of warned you to, be aware of who you are allowing into your space to just kind of, just give you all of their mess and then leave. And I told you to, be aware of that and be careful. And so even now I'm saying, be careful until you know how to use it, because it's a tool. Being empathic is a tool. Being empathic is oftentimes a beautiful key to creativity, because you can sense what people need, you know? You can sense what people are needing, what the world needs. But at the same time, you can look at it as a gift or a curse, because being empathic also means, just like, I look at it almost like the ability to like hear people's thoughts. If you don't know how to control that gift of being able to hear what people are thinking, then it can ruin your life, because now you're just like, I can hear everything and I don't know how to tune it down, turn it off. But when you gain control over it, you begin to use it as a tool. It's a gift. Yeah. Look, this is all a journey. And I don't mean to come on here like I know everything, because there are things that I still have yet to learn and understand. But that's the beautiful part of, the channel, is that I work so hard to make this a channel that, yes, has good energy. And yes, I put the intention on every reading that I do, that that when I'm talking, people hear the love and the compassion that I have, because I genuinely do. I generally, I genuinely do have that. But at the same time, I am I kind of call myself a corrector, meaning I have a gift of being able to see things in people. I have the gift of being able to judge people in a very accurate way, and not judge in a judgmental, because I'd have to care too much to be judgmental. So I used to be very judgmental. And that's one of the things that actually can point out to you, is learning your gift, because the gift of judgment that I had when before my spiritual journey, I was a very judgmental person. I literally would be like, "Oh, they're a bad person," because of whatever my moral and ethic, inclination was. I'd be like, "They're a bad person," or "I don't like this person because of da 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 da." Da." And that was me being very judgmental. And then when I began to start my spiritual journey, I realized I don't need to do that. That's so unnecessary. I don't need to be judgmental. Who they are is who they are, and they are where they are in their journey, and I have to respect that. And so that's what I begin to do. And now, when someone comes to me and they're like, "Oh, this person did this," and it could be, perceivably bad, or maybe the population would vote that that was a bad thing that they did, but I'm over here like, "Hey, what they did is what they did." I'm more concerned about, did they learn a lesson? Not the lesson I think they should learn, but did they learn something from it? That's what I care about. And that's what I like to talk about. Is it's not about good or bad anymore. Like when you get to a place in your spiritual journey, like there's a certain place you get to where right and wrong, good and bad, good and evil, that shit doesn't exist anymore. It just is. Shit just is, you know? And when you learn that it just is, that is when you begin to figure out, okay, so if everything just is, and I took that good and bad title off of everything on this planet, now I can decide what I, for myself, deem good or bad. Not because my mom told me that, or not because the president told me that, or because the scientists and the politicians and NASA, and not because of these people, but because I believe that this is good for me or bad for me. You know? Like personally, I don't eat meat. I'm actually supposed to be vegan. I already know that. My spirit guides have been working on me with that for years. They're like, look, damn it. We tell you, stop eating dairy. Stop it. And I get dealt with because I am still, and this is actually one of my New Year's resolutions. So, I'd appreciate the positive intentions if you guys can help us sister out. But I know deep down I'm not supposed to be consuming animal byproducts, but that's me. That's not anybody else. And sometimes we try to attach what other people are doing or whatever other people believe in to our own belief systems, and that is not the right thing to do. Honestly, I feel like that's the easiest way to lose focus of what you're supposed to do, is watching what I'm doing. I hope that makes sense, because I really am rambling. But like, just because Demi is supposed to be vegan doesn't mean Kira has to be vegan. It doesn't mean Jenna has to be vegan. Just because Jenna and Demi are vegan doesn't mean Kira has to. You know what I mean? Excuse me. Oh, you don't eat red meat, or yeah. And that's what resonates. And that's really what I'm trying to get to, is I want everyone to focus more on what resonates with me. If everyone else in the world goes left, but it resonates with me to go right, am I going to go right, or am I going to follow the flock and go left? I want everyone that watches me, everyone that subscribes to me, everyone that interacts with me, to get to a place where they are at least aware enough to make the decision. Do I want to continue to go with the flock, or do I want to make decisions that resonate with myself? I mean, even family. If my entire family is doing this, but it resonates with me to do that over here, what do I choose and why? And am I okay with the effects and the outcome of that? Eat your chicken, girl. Eat your chicken. Eat your chicken. I meant to do a chakra cleansing video, and it literally got ahead of me. And I really want to do it. I'll probably do it in January because I bought candles and everything, and I really want to start implementing cleansing videos on my channel. I That's the other thing that's really messing me up though is with this copyright, because my the rituals that I do, music is a big part of that, and I don't want my video to be compromised because of copyright. So I really need to figure out what I'm going to do, because I want to offer that for people, because I have seen amazing results within myself, within other like close friends and family that I've done rituals for, and them seeing benefits. I've even done rituals for people without them even knowing, but then they end up getting like, stuff starts happening in their life, and they're like, "Whoa, what was that?" And then I'll be like, "Okay, sorry," maybe off YouTube. Yeah, but like that's the thing. I'm not techie, so it's like where would I put that? Cuz I heard some really troubling shit about Instagram. So, I don't know if I want to do it on Instagram either. I don't know. It's got to be I want it to be something where you guys can like visually see it and hear it, you know? So that's what I'm going to be, just kind of setting my intentions on. Um And if it's meant to be, then spirit will deposit that information into my head, as they always do. So I'll set the intention and I'll wait for it. I'll wait for confirmation. I'll wait for something to come back. But that's definitely something that I'm thinking about doing, because I think now more than ever, you know, those of us with the gift of healing, those of us with that ability and that heart to do it, because not everybody is a healer, not everybody is a teacher, not everybody is meant to, you got to find your lane. But I have a natural inclination to help people. I try to help. In fact, that's another gift and a curse, because I have helped people so much to the point where I've been taken advantage of. I've been, mistreated. So, I've had to do work with myself with that too, not having a hardened heart because these people did me in a way that I didn't feel like I deserved. And so not making everyone in my future that's meant to come across my path, not making them pay for what, you know, one dumbass did to me. You know what I mean? So it's a journey, yo. It really is. And I want you guys even on here to know, you know, one, you're not in this by yourself. It's so important when you find people that, you know, get what you're saying, vibe with you, support you, uplift you, and you guys can do that with each other. That's what I feel like we're building here on this channel. I'm really grateful for my channel. Even the size of my channel is it's really it's small, and so that's why I feel like we're able to kind of attract the people that we want, because I think as this channel grows, we'll start to get more of you know the agents of chaos that come in and want to just disrupt and stuff. But until then, I'm so appreciative. You do more giving, and sometimes don't receive. All right, over giving. So that is a common theme with with us. And the thing is, what that tells me is that there's a need for boundaries to be established there. So if you're giving so much and your cup is not, sorry for breathing in the mic, but your cup is not being filled from that same interaction or those interactions, then there needs to be a moment where you press pause and you sit down and you figure out, okay, I need boundaries here, because what I'm giving, I'm not being fed in some way. And I hate this, that whole inclination that society or social media puts out, where it's just like, well, you need to be this for this person. And no, you need to be selfish. I was actually just having this conversation with my partner about how I wish more people would be more selfish nowadays, because we care too much about what other people think. Not you guys, but I'm just saying as a whole, like there's a lot of care and concern about what someone else thinks or what the majority of them thinks. I mean, you think about where we are as a society about Instagram and YouTube and Facebook, and how likes drive the content we put out, and how views and comments drive the content we put out. And it's all about what someone thinks, even though these people could be bots. These people could give a fuck about who you are as a person. They could want you to die, and it doesn't matter because they liked your video, right? So it's like, who are we selling ourselves out to? It's like we're pimping ourselves out for social media. And I felt like, well, if more people focused on being selfish and just only doing what they wanted to do, what would that look like as a whole, And so even with you guys, if you're saying you have a problem with overgiving, then shit, you can do a trial by error and do what I did, which is stop giving a fuck. Literally. Like, um learn to say no, because that's what I had to do. I hated the thought of somebody being mad at me. I hated the thought at one point in my life. I hated the thought of somebody, not liking me, or being, or me not being able to help someone and them getting mad at me because I couldn't help them. So I would always do that. I did that all throughout college. I was always that person that, stuck around or whatever. And I just didn't like the results it yielded. So it was one of those things where I was like, you know what? I no longer care. I got burned by the wrong person or maybe the right person. And I just decided that I don't care anymore. And yes, that is extreme. I want to point that out. It is very extreme to go from one end to the other, from overgiving to deciding I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm done. I don't care. But my hope is that from here to here, at some point, you even out here and you come back to the middle, where now you give a fuck, but you don't. You care, but you're not attached. You do what you can, but you still take care of yourself. But first, I would rather you guys go from over giving and doing so much of or giving so much of yourselves that where you're feeling depleted. I'd rather you go from there to over here where you are so focused on yourself you don't even see others right now. You know? Exactly. Yeah. It's just got to be like that. But this is one of those things where I'm talking about, you being selfish versus you over giving. And it's not popular. Society says, "Oh, give of yourself. Be this for these people. Be their savior." No, just like you said, Kara, fuck that. I'm concerned about me. My name is Kara and I'm worried about Kara right now. And so if y'all are out there doing whatever it is, if you need everybody, look, everybody's gonna need help. Help is never going away. There's always gonna be someone for you to save, someone for you to rescue, someone for you to help, someone for you to teach. There's never going to be a shortage of that. But there's only one Kira. There's only one Jenna. You see what I mean? And so that person has to take priority. They have to. Because once you lose who you are, then you can't even help anyone over here anymore. You can't even help them. It's the blind leading the blind. So I really want you guys to, maybe even for the new year, you know, I mean, because we did talk about how one of the cards was um affirmations. That was the card because I didn't shuffle these. So we did talk about that, the power of self-talk. So this is a you card. This is a selfish card. And this is going to be your key also to fulfilling your dreams. The things that you're looking for. And it's like, well, spirit may be saying it starts with you. It starts with yourself. It starts with how you feel about yourself. It starts with what you think about yourself and what you say to yourself. Whether you're saying it out loud or in your thoughts, that it all matters. Yeah, earth signs. I don't really know um that many earth signs though. Like in my family, there's not a lot. There's a lot of water signs in my family. There's a lot of Cancers, there's a lot of Scorpios, there's a lot of Pisces. She looks like a combo. Nuh-uh. Really? Well, I say to that. Dad's a Virgo, mom's a Gemini. Whoop. No, that must be a very fun uh a fun relationship for them, or probably something fun to watch for you to watch growing up. My mom is a Libra and my dad is an Aquarius, and I'm trying to get my dad's rising sign, but he doesn't know what time he was born, and it's driving me crazy because I'm so curious about his chart because my dad is just so interesting. He's literally like, if you guys have seen Meet the Parents, like my dad is literally that girl's dad in that movie, like the ex CIA agent. Like that personality. That's literally my dad. Like he's just the. It's so funny. That movie's funny. Oh, so you've seen it? Yeah. Yeah. So you remember the girl's dad? Like that's that his you know how like he was all like, stone faced and he had his own secret layer and he was like doing that's literally my dad. My dad is such a mystery. Like he just he's just but he's goofy too. But like he's only goofy if you know him. Otherwise you just get stone faced and he's just analyzing you to death. It's really funny. Like you'll never know whether or not he likes you until he tells a joke or something. That's kind of how I feel. Okay, Carrie, you said your dad is a Libra and your mom is a Taurus. Libras are the best. I'm sorry, they are. I mean, I might be biased. My husband's a Libra and Libras are the best. And my best friend's a Libra. I had another friend, a close friend. She's a Libra. Who else is a Libra? I had a lot of Libra friends actually, or like Libras in my family too. Actually, who else is a Libra? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. Who? There's someone else in my family that's a Libra, and I can't think of them right now. Um, but Libras are dope. Libras are the easiest for me to get along with. uh, and my sister, my oldest sister, she's a Virgo, and she's always fun to hang out with. And the thing what I noticed about Virgos, Jenna, is Virgos are really hard on themselves. And they take things like my sister's always really hard on herself. And even my grandmother is a Virgo too, and very hard on themselves. And they don't like asking for help. And if they do, they still don't really want you to help them. Like they don't mean it. They're just like, I think they just ask for help to be nice. Jenna, is that you? Do you just ask for help just to be nice, but you don't mean it? You really don't want them to help you? Oh my God, yes, I'm so hard on myself. Yeah. Like Virgos, like I just think once a month you guys should just go get a massage and go to the spa and just like zen out. Virgo rising, Virgo Venus. He doesn't want help and he doesn't want to ask for help. Yeah, it's a Virgo. Literally that's why like you guys my grandmother I told you my grandmother's a really like and I don't know her chart either. The older I get, the older the people in my family get, the less information, sorry, that I get. So I don't know what her rising sign is. I haven't even I didn't think to look up her moon, but I might do that this weekend or this week. But in the kitchen, I have like my family is like soul food style black family, right? Like, I'm from the South, right? So like we had those like weekly dinners where your grandma would like cook like 50 dishes and like put them on the counter for everybody to eat like once a week. It made no sense, but like that's what we do. And so, but like my grandmother was one of those type of grandmas, but she would like, oh yeah, okay, the grandkids can come in and everyone's gonna get their like assignment to help, you know, with the meal. And she'd be like, hey, why don't I remember her telling me like you can do the cornbread or something, but like she would look over my shoulder and watch me, and she would wait for me to just do the slightest thing that just didn't look like something that was up to par for her, and she would literally be like, here, let me show you. And so she'd take over and she would show me, but then she'd end up doing the entire dish. Like she would cook the whole thing of cornbread, like mix the whole thing and put it in the oven. Like I literally, my job was taken from me, and she would do this like regularly. So I just learned to stop going into the kitchen, because like I realized, okay, well, when grandma says she would like help, she really just means she wants you to stand in the kitchen and watch her do everything, so that we all know that she did it, and we ain't shit. A Sagittarius moon, okay. Oh, okay, so Sagittarius moon, your rising is a Capricorn. Ooh, Capricorn. Capricorns are a piece of work too. I mean, I said all this stuff about Virgos, but Capricorns are worse. Yeah, I'm telling you, like I mean, I don't care what anybody says. When I learned about zodiacs, and I'm talking about just like the basics, when I learned about, the different signs and the positions on the chart, that shit made too much sense for me to just be like, nah, doesn't make sense. Like, I don't believe in that. I was like, no, it makes too much sense. It just does. I can't like unknow this. You know what I mean? Like it makes too much sense. It resonates. And that's what I'm saying. It resonates with me because I've been able to call out people for real on their personality, the way that they talk, the way that people love, the way that they get mad, just off of their zodiac. And I'm not saying it meets everyone to the T, but it's a pretty good it's like a map. Like if you were trying to like if someone pins you their location, it's not going to tell you like to the T exactly where they are. Like it's not going to give you the coordinates, but it's going to give you around where they are. And that's what I think zodiacs do. They give you an around the area of like how that person is. It's a good guesstimate, basically. I'm sorry, I don't trust Capricorns. I'll go on record saying that. I've been watching a lot of How to Get Away with Murder, by the way. So if you hear me reference like court jargon, just please excuse that. But I will go on record and say I don't trust Capricorns. I don't trust Capricorns. I don't. Like y'all heard me when I was talking about Geminis last time. Capricorns are right below Geminis, right below. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Like yeah, and then honestly, it's Capricorn men. I don't trust them. I do not trust a Capricorn man. I don't. Every Capricorn man that I know is straight crazy. Carrie, you're not a fool. No, that's what I was saying. I was like, let me clarify. It's not all Capricorn. It's Capricorn men that I'm just like, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Like, I don't. It's the men. It's really the men. And honestly, even when I said about Geminis, I think it's Gemini women that I just can't. I don't know. It's just something about Gemini women because every Gemini man that I know, I'm cool. It's cool. It's fine. Everything's good. No, I'm lying. I'm lying. No, it's just all Geminis. I lied. I'm sorry. I forgot. I forgot about that one person. He was a man. And yeah, no, it's all Geminis, but then it's just Capricorn men. Oh, shit. Oh, Kara, not beat up. jeez. I'm glad you didn't beat them up. Okay. We're gonna say a prayer for Kira in the conflict. I hate messy people. That shit makes my head hurt. Like when I tell you guys, like one of the reasons why I'd like to stay to myself and like I am very selective, especially like in like real life, like outside of the computer. Cause on the computer, I have a little bit more control over what gets sent to me and filtered to me. Like even in the comments, like if I see something and I'm like, that's bullshit, I just delete it or whatever, right? But like in real life, I'm even more like I can't do mess. I can't do drama. I honestly I just feel like life is too short. Like I could die tomorrow. And the way that me and my husband always look at it is like if we die tomorrow, how would we feel about the day before? You know? And do I want to spend my last day in some stupid shit, like some drama because someone said like no, like I don't I like to sleep knowing that my conscience is clear, whatever the situation is, so like it, and then I mean it could be age because I'm not old, but like I think I am more mature for my age. I've always been more mature for my age, but as I've gotten older, I just feel like I'm a lot quicker to be like, you know you're on some bullshit, I gotta go, like that's me. Like I can't, like I've cut off like family, cut off friend, like I don't have time. I don't. I can have all the time in the world and I still wouldn't have time for drama. Like, and some people, you have to understand, some people love drama. Some people feed off of that. Some people really like they're unhappy, so they look for other people to make unhappy too. Like, cause that they get off on that shit. It feels better when you're unhappy and you know that there's someone else that that's unhappy too. It makes you feel better. So, and it's your job to kind of be aware of who those people are and stay the hell away from them because they don't represent what it is that you want to. I don't know, it's just like it's like why spend these precious beautiful moments on this planet in drama. like if you can avoid it, you know what I mean? So as soon as I feel like there's mess or someone is just messy, they stay the fuck away from me. Like I make it very clear to those type of people, I'm not the one, the two, or the three. Leave me alone. No, you know what I mean? He said, hold on, let me get my phone because I can barely see. And I keep trying to like reach over. Hold on. Turn the volume down. Okay. You said, oh my God, my Capricorn ex is insane. He kept my hair in a jar. Oh, I'm about to be nosy. Hold on. Hold on, Jenna. Because hair in a jar, I mean, I mean, sheesh. I mean, I'm not gonna be just telling all my business, but like, I've had to like, correct some stuff with some people using magic. And I know for a fact that using people's, you know, hair, using people's, you know, all kinds of stuff. I mean, you can do magic on all kind of stuff. But hair is like, I don't know. Do you know what he was into? Cause I mean, I don't know. I don't like that. Yeah, he was creepy, and he friend requested me after Caleb and I started dating, and I was like, "Ugh, you don't think he does magic, girl?" I mean, I'm not denying that. I hope he doesn't. Just I hope he doesn't, because what you don't want is a crazy ass person, who does do magic, fucking with you. Like you don't want that. But you'd be surprised. who does magic. I mean, it'd be people. It's not even. I'm not even joking. It's people in the church, like on the pulpit, singing and using and preaching, that do magic. So like unless you got confirmation, from spirit, like I wouldn't, or if you're just a good judge of character, because I'm not gonna doubt that, but you know I don't generalize people anymore, because I've seen just people just that I didn't expect at all to do certain shit. So I don't put shit past anybody anymore. And I'm like, if dude is like, can I keep your hair? I'm like, excuse me. Oh, because you have long hair. Okay. All right. Crisis is averted. Everyone calm down. Kira, calm down. We're good. We're good. It's probably just hair that she shed, and he's just creepy. Cause I was like, not hair. And that's the other thing. I mean, granted, you guys, I don't know if you do magic or not, but hell, even if you don't do magic, protecting yourself is just so important to me. Like I'm like I am big on protection. Like I don't fucking play, because there's some, and you have to keep in mind, guys. I mean, not to be, not to make this go really dark, but you have to understand. I don't want to sugarcoat it. There are people out here that at some point, depending on who you rub the wrong way, they want to ruin you. They want to see you fail. They want to see you unhappy. They want to see you doing badly. There are people out here that even if you did nothing to them, they're just, that's just what they do. That's just their mindset. And it is what it is. I mean, we can't do anything about that person. So it's just kind of like, once you get to a certain place in your spiritual journey, you begin to realize how important protection is. And whether that is, magic, whether that is, you know, a 45, like whatever that is, a taser. Tennosaurus came out. Oh no, I dropped a card. Three of Wands. But yeah, listen, listen, Kira. And um I might just say this and then get off, but what I've been feeling lately, because I told you guys, like now I have been higher, as far as vibration. I have been higher before. I'm not gonna lie, but I still have a very um beautiful connection, meaning I still get downloads. I'm still very much like receptive to messages that spirit has, and also on an energetic level, like just like being able to go outside and just feel like sense what's happening. And honestly, protection, I feel is so important right now, because of what is about to happen, like not just even in this country, but in the world, like in 2021. It's not going to be a joke. You guys, I really want you guys to pay attention to, not just like watch the news, but like just pay attention to, the laws that are passed. Pay attention to what they try to pass on as laws that are not actually laws. Regulations. I want you guys to just be very aware, because I feel like there are implementations that are going to start taking place next year, that is not going to be something that is easily ignored. And I just want you guys to be prepared for that. I don't want you to feel like the rug has been pulled from under your feet, and I want you guys to educate yourself on the things that are going to end up affecting you. So, like I said, not necessarily just watching the news just to watch it, but paying attention to what Biden does when he goes into office, paying attention to what they're doing as far as this virus, the vaccine, even just like right now. I mean, if you've been watching the news and you've been seeing how the Surgeon General, who's a black dude, it went on, TV, like live television, and was basically like, I would like LeBron James, who's an NBA player. I'm sure you guys probably know that, but he's the NBA player. He was saying, I would like LeBron James to um, publicly take the COVID vaccine. And called him out, like, I want LeBron James to take the COVID vaccine. And I can't quote exactly what he said, but it gave me the vibe of like him saying it to in the sense of like, well, if LeBron James takes it, then the black people will feel that it's safe because LeBron took it. And I'm like, us, like people like me who are outside of this matrix and we can just kind of watch the shit play out, you know, this shit is crazy to me because I'm like, they really think that y'all are stupid. Like they really think that because LeBron took it, y'all are going to just blindly go take this vaccine because LeBron took it. Or y'all are going to take the vaccine because Vice President Pence got on camera and took it. And I'm like, since when have we ever, no matter in what state of emergency we've been in, since when have we ever publicized taking a vaccine like it was an event? Like you got cameras, reporters, like what the hell is this, you know? The vaccine looks sketchy, to be honest. I ain't taking that shit. Yeah, I'm telling you, some of this stuff that I've been watching, I'm just like, I can't be the only one that's seeing what this shit is. Like, and even if you don't understand it, and that's the funny thing, which one of you said that? Vaccine, Kira. Yeah, Kira, like, even if you don't understand it, the fact that you know, like, something's not right. I don't trust this vaccine shit. That is enough. You know what I mean? Like that's enough for you to just trust in what you're feeling, because there's something in you that's telling you, no, that's not right. That don't feel right. Like I call bullshit. You know what I mean? And it's funny because in this world, to where we are now, people want you to come up with proof. Oh, well, prove that this isn't right. Prove that, and it's like I don't need proof. Like in the world of spirituality, like you don't need proof. You just need faith. All you need is the intuitive feeling that something is off, and that's enough. That's how our ancestors. That's how our ancestors operated. So this whole concept of like, well, we need scientific proof and data and evidence, fuck that shit. If I say I don't like it and I don't feel right about it, that's enough. That's enough. That's all I need. You know what I mean? That's it. That's enough. I don't have to prove anything to you. I'm not taking it. Or, I am going to take it. Whatever. I mean, I'm not going to take it, but I'm just saying like this whole idea of like getting these people that they think are going to be good representatives for the culture, or, he had some Latino guy do it, and he said, oh, that's supposed to help with the Latin community. So it's like, so you, because you got a Latino to take the vaccine on camera, the Latin community is going to feel comfortable going and allowing you to poke them in their arm and put a substance that the doctors probably can't even explain what's in it into their body. Like, that's why I'm just saying, be careful, be aware, pay attention to the news as far as the laws, the regulations, what they're trying to pass. Watch out, like just be aware. I just want you guys to be aware, because I can't always come on here and, let you like, oh, today and da 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 da. Like, no, excuse me. I can't do that. But Of course we can have conversations. I mean, Carrie, we message on Instagram, and that's cool. But like, as far as like coming on the platform like this and getting, situated, so like, it's like I can't do that always. Plus, I know YouTube likes to censor shit like this, so have to keep that in mind as well. I'm scared of my mother to get it because they're forcing the healthcare workers to get it. See? And that's the thing, they're trying to make it to where you don't they're trying to make it to where people don't have a choice, and that's where they're heading towards. I mean, you think it's you're I mean, you're scared now, but it's going to get much worse at the further we get into 2021. They're going to start making it seem like it's mandatory for you to get it, even though technically it's not, but like that's how they're going to try to position it. But no, I'm not surprised that they're doing that to healthcare workers, because they're trying to make this disease, this virus, they're trying to make this virus more than what it is. Honestly, I'm not saying that people haven't died, but I'm also saying that while yes, people have died, there's also been a lot of propaganda, and there's been a lot of incorrect and false information about this virus. And so it's not as black and white as saying um 300,000 people died from this, or 500,000 people. It's not as simple as that when the statistics of what you're giving me um is completely polluted with other shit. I mean, I can't just accept what the media is saying as truth. I just can't, because we all know the media lies. And, if you want to go down a rabbit hole, which I'm not about to do on here, think about who owns the media. It's literally like when you grew up and your parents told you Santa Claus was real. Like, think about if your parents owned the media. And so, no matter what TV show you turned on, or what you watched on TV, or what you heard on the radio, no matter what, everywhere you went, you know, they supported what your parents said about Santa Claus. So now you're 34 still thinking Santa Claus is real because your parents own the fucking media. So substitute Santa Claus with COVID-19, right? So the government tells you COVID-19 is real and this is what's happening with it. And then and it's a little deeper, Kara, go a little deeper, because it's not the government that owns the media. It's not the government. It's a little deeper than that. But yeah. All right, sweetheart. My husband just said don't say the C word on here anymore. So I'm not gonna say it no more. But this all right, sweetheart. I won't say it anymore. So see, yeah, y'all about to get me in trouble. So um he's in the other room listening. He's like, don't say that anymore. Yeah. But but yeah, I mean, yeah, no, it's not the government though. No, it's much deeper. But that's what I'm saying though. This is one of the reasons why, when you and it does also go back to starting your spiritual journey, when you kind of realize, like, hey, all the stuff that I was told before, I think it might be a damn lie. And then when you start to go into like thinking back on everything that you've ever been told, you start to ask yourself, was this real? You know? Like for example, Kara, I used to when I was younger, I was always a curious child. I was one of those kids that asked questions a million and one times. Like I was always asking, well, what about this? And but why is this? Like I was that kid, right? And I asked my mama a question about religion because my mom was a very religious person. And I asked my mom a question, a religious. Hi, Teresa. Oh, it's nice to see you. I haven't seen you well, I haven't posted either, but it's so nice to see you. How are you? Um, but my mom was a very religious person, and so I remember asking my mom, because I grew up a lot of things, but at that time we were Baptist, and so I remember asking my mom, I was like, Mom, but if Jesus is, if God is in the sky, and God is like, the person that decides whether you get into heaven or hell, if that's the case. then what about the people who practice Buddhism? And what about the people that practice, you know, whatever religion? I think I said Buddhism though. And I was like, that girl. No, I had a moonshine.
Oh, you got the Hennessy over here,
Yeah,
love.
no, I was showing them the Hennessy bottle.
Oh,
The colorful deck. This one? Are you talking about this one? Because I'll pull something for you. If this calling out to you is for a reason. Yeah? Okay. Um, Hold on, let me pause my story. Let me clean it off for you, Jenna. So I feel like I'm gonna use Palo Santo. I feel like I need to clean it for you. Hold on. Teresa, if you're still in here, if you do have a question, or whatever, you can put it in the comment section, and I'd be more than happy. But we're also just kind of we're just talking. I love the smell of Palo Santo and sage. It reminds me of every time I light up and cause I'll sage my house like regularly, and it always reminds me and my husband of our ayahuasca experience. So okay, all right, Teresa, I got you. All right, Spirit, Kira, not Kira, Jenna. Sorry, Jenna was drawn to this deck. Are there any messages for her? Are there any messages for Jenna in this deck? Kira got two questions. Okay, Kira. Get clear. Get clear comes out. I'll show you in a second what the card looks like, because I feel like there's maybe two more cards that need to come out for you. I'm hearing that word. Thank you. Meditation came flying out. Hmm. Interesting. So maybe earlier when I was talking about overgiving with you and Kira, and I was talking about how boundaries are going to be the name of the game for you guys to try to experiment with. That message was specifically supposed to go to you. And maybe you were just, maybe spirit wants to emphasize that. So the first card we had was get clear. So there are some things that you're looking for some clarity on, maybe confirmation on. Maybe it's something that you already know, and you're just maybe doubting the truth behind it. Um, it kind of feels a little like denial, and not in a negative way. Just maybe you're just kind of like this just can't be it. It's something that you're struggling to accept the truth in, and so spirit is saying, if you want a little bit of more clarification, the answer is going to be meditation for you. The answer is going to be, and this honestly is meditation that may come from slumber, or it may come from that moment right before you hit like just being asleep. So what I'm visually seeing from this card is what exactly she's doing, but more for you, kind of like you laying down in a relaxed position, not meditating straight up like my beautiful elephants here, but meditating in a way where you're laying down on your back, and you take a moment to just make sure all of the muscles inside of your body are relaxed, and maybe you put on some nice soft music, and you just try to make sure that your breathing isn't labored, and make sure that you are trying to not trying to, because if the thoughts come, but definitely don't contemplate too much on the thoughts, because the goal is to clear up the thoughts in your head to allow whatever messages need to come out. So, but I definitely feel like that would be something that would be very helpful for you, as far as you trying to maybe get some confirmation or clarification on whatever this is, that as I feel like the truth has been revealed to you, but it hasn't been revealed in a very direct way. So you're still trying to make sure, like, are you sure about this? And then barriers comes in because boundaries are definitely going to be something that is important for you. Let me read what the comment says. I've been taking time away from my phone, to be honest, just trying to focus on me. Okay. So okay, well, so my question for you, Jenna, is um while you're focusing on you, what does that look like? Like, what does focusing on me look like? Like, maybe spirit is saying that there needs to be some sort of routine or structure while you are taking time to maybe fast from your phone, or fast from social media, or fast from certain people. Maybe within that, now is a good opportunity to start developing a self-care routine, or a mental health routine, or a spiritual routine. You know what I mean? So that's something to think about. You've been trying to do that. Yeah. Well, I mean, we can talk about it some more. I'm gonna read Teresa, and then Kira, you'll go after Teresa. Is that cool? But yeah, Jenna, I'm feeling like spirit is saying that maybe even within this whole you taking time and isolating yourself, maybe that's the time where implementing this routine and trying it out, or maybe trying out different routines to see what works for you. But there's something that's supposed to be structured. Huh? Oh, okay. There's something that's supposed to be structured. Huh? Oh, okay. um I forgot what I was saying. I'm sorry. um, he was talking to me. Okay, so Teresa says, question: I would love to know if new lube. I haven't even been drinking that much, and I can't read. New love is coming my way. Structured routine. Um, Jenna, I really want I really want you I really want you to try for like a week or two to like literally write out, you know, what you do from the time you wake up to the time that you go to sleep. Like, write down what that looks like, and try to do that for like a week or two, and then adjust as needed. Like, when you write it down, if something doesn't work for you, cuz I feel like it'll make your life a lot easier and a lot more clear, because honestly, that's really also what the card said, was, clarity, getting clear. So I think things will come to you a lot easier. Oh, he locked the door. Okay. um the more you find a routine and a structure. But I think writing it down, sorry Teresa, one second. Writing down your schedule, it's one, it helps merge the thoughts with the eyes, and it just makes it that much real. Then you put that schedule somewhere, maybe hang it up on your wall, or keep it in your purse or your wallet, or something that you can see on a daily basis, and try to stick to that routine for about a week or two, and then check back. No, I'm joking. You don't have to check back unless you want to. But like I said, do that for a couple of weeks, and kind of write, like, keep an idea, or write down how you feel about the routine. If you need to make changes, make changes. But I definitely think that, one, you were drawn to this thing because there are solutions that you're looking for. And spirit is like, no, I'm gonna give you like a direct path. Okay. So I think that'll be definitely helpful. Thank you, Teresa, for being patient. This was literally like the last time I was live. This is literally what I did. Like I was about to start a reading, but then I kept getting like information that needed to be told to the last person. So I would it was a mess. It was a beautiful mess. Um but no, that's it's really my thing though, because it's like even though I think the reading's done, I still, whatever messages need to come out have to come out. So I appreciate every single person who is patient, because sometimes people in the last live, which was popping, like, people were waiting like 20 minutes, which I don't even think is normal for a reading. But anyway, hold on. Let me go back. New love is coming away. Okay, spirit. Okay, because I didn't even clean these off from the last time I used them. So give me a second. Yeah, it was lit. I think it had to do most also with it being Saturday night. But I was like, people were waiting for like 20 minutes. All right, spirit. Teresa would like to know if there's any new love coming to her. Any cards that are meant for Teresa out of this deck? This deck is really difficult to shuffle. Any cards out of this deck, please? All right. So those two popped up. Give me a second because I'm feeling called to pull from a different deck as well. What in this deck is for Teresa, please? Thank you. Do you see this? That's beautiful. So, this card says, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. That's your person. Sexual union. It's a very sexually connected card. It says, honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Then we have new love here. It says a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And then we have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So I would say an unequivocal yes. You will have new love coming. Not only would this be new love, but I think this is the love that you've been kind of visualizing. This is the love that you think about when you think of love, or when you think of love with a person. You think of something that is, one, sexually, like a very physical relationship where you're very sexually attracted to one another. And this is a very intimate card. These are two people that are very much in tune with one another, and please one another. I mean, they're embracing and they're naked. So I feel like this is someone. I mean, this is a 21 and up, um, live stream. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. But I honestly think that this person, this new love that you've been kind of visualizing, like even if it's on the cool, you've been thinking about it, and you've been like kind of fantasizing on like the type of things that y'all would do or whatever. And I see this person kind of meeting your sexual, what word is that, like, like your sex drive, actually, that's what the word is. Jeez. So like maybe I don't know, you might be into some kinky shit. I don't know. You are like you're either into some kinky shit or you are you're a very sexual person. You're a very sexually expressive person when you're with someone. And maybe you've just been kind of desiring for someone to come in and kind of meet you. She's laughing. So you've been wanting someone that's like going to meet you on your level, and I feel like this person is going to meet you there. I feel like this person is going to see you, and they're going to. I see a beautiful merge where you add to them and they add to you, and I don't know. I just feel like this is going to be not just liberating in a sense of love, but liberating in a sexual sense too. But I mean, you asked about new love, and I mean, it's clear as day. It's the new love card that came flying out. So um yeah, I do see that. But also, you have look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. So I also feel like there's the whoever this is, I'm not sure if you've met them yet, but I do know that they are desiring you in the same way that you're desiring them. So the things that you're thinking about, they're thinking about as well. And the things that you're looking for in a relationship, they're also looking for as well. And maybe that's why the soulmate card came out, because there is a connection there, a connection that has been established on a um not even on a physical plane, because like I said, I don't know if you've met them yet, but or if you have met them, I don't think you've seen them in the light that you would need to see them as far as these cards are concerned. But I think on a spiritual level, this is someone that you are connected to, and I think this is going to be a beautiful union, honestly. So that's what I'm seeing. That's funny. She said, "What?" You're a closet freak. See, that's why you're laughing, because I called you out. Look, the cards don't lie. Damn it. But yeah, you're a closet freak. You're about to meet your match with this one. You're about to meet your match. That's what I feel. So, Ashe, I think that's a really beautiful reading, honestly. Like, I'm excited for you. I'm like, get it, Teresa. uh, Kira, what's your question? Kira, I like how you wait till we're 2 hours in to ask a question. Oh gosh. Oh, so all y'all are some freaks. Dang. Oh gosh. Yes, we have been here for 2 hours. 2 hours and 1 minute. Let me drink. Oh, Teresa. Okay, so because you were here on my last live stream. I mean, we've been drinking. Jenna put pancakes as when I was asking what everyone was drinking. I'm not sure, because I don't know if you actually answered that, Jenna, what the pancakes meant. I didn't know if you were actually eating pancakes or you have discovered some pancake flavored vodka that I've never heard of. But we're drinking. So if you would like to drink with us, you're more than welcome to. You don't have to, but your tarot reader is drinking. Just put that out there. We love talking to you, Jenna. You've been praying for someone new. Look, you've gotten all the confirmation. I mean, I can't pick any. I mean, I can't pick better cards out of these decks, and that's just me trying to pick them. But for them to be intuitively just, falling out of the deck, I mean, Spirit is definitely letting you know you're in alignment. And maybe it could be just kind of you restoring faith in the things that you've been praying for and manifesting over, to let you know that it is on its way, and to not let your faith waver in what you've been doing, in the work that you've been doing. Just say, yeah, the pancakes. Pancakes were good. So I said, what is everyone drinking? And Jenna put up pancakes. That's funny. That's some shit I would do, honestly. And be like, I got waffles though. Like, these waffles on deck are, these waffles are right here. Um, But no, I just went to IHOP not too long ago, and I got some pancakes. IHOP has these cinnamon swirl pancakes. Oh my god, they were so freaking good. I'm about to go on a cleanse, you guys. Honestly, I'm going on a cleanse. So, so I just, I'm trying to get my last, of these of the sugar. I'm trying to, because I have a sugar problem, and no, but it's fine. I'm not too pressed over it. I know that it's all for the better, and this is what spirit's guiding me to do. So, but yeah, I am going on a cleanse, so I'm trying to just get these last hurrah, because spirit definitely was like, all right, this is probably gonna be your last week doing this, and then next week we about to get on you. So waffles are good too. Dang, okay, Moscato and sangria. That is I love Moscato and sangria mix. Like I Sangria by itself is so it's so underrated. I feel like it should be on some kind of like pedestal. I think people sleep on sangria. But that sounds amazing, honestly. I'm a little jealous, Teresa. I'm a little jealous. All right. Girl, yeah, you can ask a second question. Um I just don't want to get confused. Don't okay. So Kira said she wants a general reading, and then she said, "Where is she going? Where is she going to meet her future boyfriend? At work." Are you trying to answer your own question, Kira? Oh gosh, she's trying to answer her own question. She's like, hint, hint. It's gonna be at work, right? Okay, general reading though. General reading for Kira. Spirit. Ooh, thank you. What else for Kira, please? Hold on, I'm gonna move these cards. Okay, give me a little bit of space. What else for Kira Spirit? Any other cards? Thank you. All right. Back of deck is Knight of Wands. So let's see. No, that came out first. All right. Okay. I'll go over the cards really quick. Um, okay, yeah. So we have the Star in reverse. We have Seven of Swords. We have the Hangman. Trying to make sure there's no card under there. Yeah, okay. The Hangman. Then we have the Nine of Swords. And we have the World card. Knight of Wands was back of deck. Tower card, Ace of Wands, and we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. So yeah, okay. So as I'm kind of looking over this deck, I see what you're going through is kind of coming. I see it kind of concluding. It's coming to an end. I see a lot of cards towards the end of of the spectrum. So you have your sevens, you have your nine, you have the world card, and you also have your 10 that's in reverse. So not only do I see you coming towards the end of this cycle of like kind of being in limbo, but I also see you letting some stuff go. This could have something to do with the feelings that you have for this for your ex, even though you made the decision to sever ties like physically. I see you kind of taking the steps to really move past the emotional ties that you have. And I say that because right now, like with the 9 of Swords here, you know, even though you kind of like you've turned your back on it, you're like, all right, I'm done. At the same time, 9 of Swords and it's coming in sideways is kind of like you're still kind of attached to him, and that's probably why you're still, drunk dialing him, honestly. But at the end of the day, you have World card here, and you also have Knight of Wands. So I see you ending this cycle, and I see you getting prepared to have some fun. Like, see fun coming for you. I see you being able to just like get back to the old Kira. That's what I'm hearing is the old Kira. The Kira who wasn't who how you were when you weren't tied down, or how you were when you weren't focusing on, a person, how you were just able to just, do you. And if you wanted to go out, granted, I understand that the times of how we are right now, like, it's kind of, maybe a little difficult, but like ideally, like if you wanted to go out, you went out, and if you want to get dressed up and go to the store, you would get dressed up and go to the store, and you really wouldn't worry too much about what other people are doing or what other people are saying, or how he's feeling. I mean, I see you getting to a place where you're like, I don't need no person to come and tell me or to make me feel like I gotta watch after them or look after them or put up with bullshit. That's kind of how I'm feeling right now. But I see certain things kind of being removed from you. Like, it's like ties being removed from you. And you have Ace of Wands here, so there's a lot of potential here for new beginnings, essentially. There's kind of like this, like, you can look out and see the horizon, like, that cliche, like, over the horizon, like there's the potential. There's a lot of potential in this spread. But I will say that the name of the game is really deciding what you want to do, and I think that's why both of these cards are in sideways position, is because I don't know if you've actually made a decision as far as your heart is concerned, or maybe your heart is not in alignment with your mind when it comes to the things that you're still holding on to, because this hangman energy is very strong in this reading. And so it's like, maybe it's the baby steps that you're taking, and spirit is like, no, go. This tower card right here, where it's like spirit is ready to like push your ass off that cliff and say, no, it's time to go. Like, you're taking these baby steps, and we're wanting you to just, you know let go. So there is a release that is needing to be established, a true release. Not the baby steps, not the, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but a complete like release. And I'm not saying it has to be this person, because I mean, whatever it is though, whether or not it's this person, whatever it is, it's taking a lot of space in your mind. I do know that. So whatever that is that's taking a lot of space in your mind, because I don't want to assume it's this person, but the moment you decide to truly let that go, I think you're going to realize how much tension that was causing, and how much freeing you feel. You have the World and the Knight of Swords, and if you notice, they're both smiling. I'll show you. They're both smiling. This is happiness. This is freeing. This is inhibition. This is not caring about, how anyone else feels. I'm going to do me. That's what this energy is giving me. So I definitely see that. But I also, because at the same time you have the Star card in reverse, and that's just telling me that you already know, like in your heart, you already know that whatever this is, it's not for you. You need to, kind of leave it alone. Like I said, whatever it is, I feel like it's about that boy, but like your Scorpio, but it could be other something else that's taking up the space in your mind, the thing that you're constantly thinking about, whatever that is. Spirit is like, you already know what it is. It's just time to let it go, and they need you to be true. Like, you need to be aligned with that decision, and I don't think you're really aligned with that decision. So that's what I'm seeing. Oh, I was gonna pull one card here. Mental repetition came out. So, Miss Kira, this is all about consistency here, because your intentions are beautiful. Hold on, my husband texts me. Okay, sorry guys. Um, the name of the game here is just putting this shit on, like recycling this on and on and on until it becomes on autopilot, because your intentions are pure. I do believe that, and I believe that you're making the steps that you believe are right. But I feel like there has to be a level of intensity with the steps that you've been making, and consistency. Which is so funny because I mean we literally just got done talking about how you had a moment where you got drunk and you was spirit guides had to come and interrupt you. And that's really because you haven't established the habit yet. Your habit, the old habit of relying on this person or depending on this person or expecting this person for whatever, like whatever that word is there for you. um you've gotten accustomed to that type of pattern, and so spirit is saying we need for you to establish a new pattern where now instead of him, you have replaced that with more of you, or maybe whatever else you're interested in. But I definitely feel like this has more to do with just where your mind is, and kind of restructuring that and making that serve your highest purpose and your highest good. And where it has been at recently, I feel like has been distracting to you, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Why that face? I never know what that face means. When I see that emoji, I don't know what that means. Is that a smiley? Very distracting. Okay, you guys. Okay, and then hold on. So before Jenna, Kira had another question. My second question is, where am I going to meet my? Oh yeah, yeah, at work. She wanted to meet the dude at work, but you know we're gonna let you answer. Oh, it's a drunk emoji. Okay, y'all know I'm square. I don't know stuff. How interesting. That didn't even freaking go in the deck. Five of Swords. You just want to know whatever. You sat there and said work. Hint, hint, work. Leading the witness, Your Honor. I swear I'm obsessed with How to Get Away with Murder though. I really am. It's it's not good. Oh, I'll take it. Aw, Kara, look. You got Temperance, you got the Full card, you got Ten of Cups. I'm gonna leave that. I don't even want to touch it. Hold on, let me pull these. She said, "Where is she gonna meet her future boyfriend?" Where is she gonna meet her future boyfriend? Oh, jeez. Now I don't feel. Oh God. All right, Kara. Look. No, hold on. Let me pull another. Jenna, look, look. Let me tell you what I'm seeing. Let me tell you what I'm seeing. She said, "Give it to me straight." Okay, let me pull one card out of this deck to just tie it all together for you. Hold on. From this deck, please, for Kira. Where is she gonna meet? Thank you. All right. So we have Temperance, we have the Fool card, we have the Ten of Cups, we have the Nine of Wands, and then we have the Two of Swords. Okay, and then we had reconciliation. It says someone from your past is returning to your life. Then it says codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Then I pulled a time to give. Wait, no, no, no. It says a time to give rather than take. And the Empress card. Okay, so let me show you, because this is not going to be necessarily a direct answer to your question. I see some of this as kind of a a future, like a, it's like a small look into the future as far as your options, because I see you having options. Ultimately, that's what this Two of Swords represents at the end, and it also comes at the end, which kind of tells me it's future tense, where you are going to come up to a place where you have an option. Yes, your ex is going to come back. I definitely see that. And I definitely see he's going to come with a similar energy. And I honestly think that the things that you were drawn to when you initially met him are going to be the things that are going to be very apparent when he comes back into your life and resurfaces. And spirit is calling them addiction. So there's something about him that is appealing to a side of you that spirit is wanting you to kind of grow from, remove out of your life and make room for something of higher quality or a higher level. Almost It's almost kind of like maturing in that aspect, but there's something about this X that brings out something that spirit is calling an addiction, essentially. And then, as we were saying in your last reading, it is distracting, and it's distracting not just to your life in general, but also to your romantic life. I know I said earlier in the talk we were having, where sometimes when we remove ourselves and we get out of our own way, we can allow for the things that is meant for us to come. And I think that as far as your romantic life is considered, this kind of falls into that place where it's like removing him allows for other to come. And I see that happening with this Fool card. This Fool card comes in, and of course it represents new beginnings, but it also represents a optimism, a blind optimism, and you kind of feeling good about it. And I feel like whoever this guy is, you are just going to have a good feeling about him. And in that, there you go again with the empathic energy, where it's like you're going to, I feel like, intuitively you're going to be like, this is a good decision, this is a good guy, I have a good feeling about this. You guys are going to have a lot of fun. I see you guys. I see you. I know, girl, I know you said you wanted to meet him at work. I know. But I see you connecting with him when you are doing things. So I'm not going to say you won't meet him at work, but I don't know if you will actually see him as someone that you would actually like get with or date or whatever until you guys are doing something. Because that's when you realize you guys have a lot of stuff in common. And I feel like this is definitely going to be someone that is your he kind of balances you out. He's kind of like he's going to play that equal. And I say that because when I come down here, a time to give rather than a time to take. And I was like, what does that mean exactly? Like, give me a little bit of specificness. So is that a word? We're gonna say that's a word tonight. I don't know if that's a word, but we're gonna tonight it's a word. And then Empress card in reverse comes out. And so I feel like for you, this person is going to come in, and yes, he's going to balance you out, but he's coming with some divine masculine. And this can be an issue if you are kind of letting your femininity be stifled because you are on, because you're maybe on guard or on edge. And I basically want to come in and let you know, make sure that you are taking care of your divine feminine energy here, so that when he comes in, you don't feel threatened because you're detecting that masculinity. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But I do feel like, I'm not saying that this person really actually, because now I'm looking at this Nine of Wands. I don't feel like this person isn't at work. I just feel like you won't really know if it is that person until you guys go out and do something. And it's like something like action wise, like bowling, or like, I don't know, fucking volleyball. I don't know. Something that is gonna like have you move around and you're gonna be like, oh, we have a lot in common. Like, y'all are gonna get to talk and things that you wouldn't even really be able to, I don't feel like, do at work. But I mean, it could be at work. Let me just ask. more specifically, spirit, because I don't want to just flat out tell her no. Ace of Wands does not want to go back in that pile. Is this, thank you. Where the hell? Let me shuffle. Let me shuffle again. So we had Ace of Wands and then Hangman came out. Yeah, Hangman came out. Okay. And then we have Queen of Wands. Um, I feel like wherever you spend a lot of time, that's what I'm feeling. This really isn't a bunch of movement right here. So I'm not necessarily saying that it's not work. It really could be work. It really could because um do you have are you some kind of like authority at your job? Like do you have some kind of title where people come to you for instruction or um guidance at all? Excuse me. My allergies are acting up, you guys. I'm sorry. um because if you do have that type of position where people come to you, um and they you kind of are that bridge between something, maybe you help solve problems. You do work at Costco. I okay, but even in Costco, there's like a ton of different jobs. Kira, work with me, Kira. Like I feel like it could be work in the sense of if you have some type of position though where people come to you. She said free sample. So you'll be seeing Jenna tomorrow. um but yeah, because I mean I see a lot of like not moving. You're not really doing too much, you're not moving around, and maybe that's why I said what I said with the 10 of cups, as far as like you not really knowing for sure if he's the one until you guys get out of whatever it is that y'all are, wherever it is that you meet him, and do something that's very different. So you're a cashier assistant. Okay. So well yeah, so like I just think that let me see. Sorry, I'm trying to read the comments and talk at the same time. Um, but yeah, I think that whatever this is, like if you have to like talk, because it's like I see you kind of you're sitting around, um, and then like if you are kind of moving around at work, then I don't think it's work. Then I think it's somewhere that you're gonna be or that you're gonna go where you're gonna be sitting down for a long period of time, or kind of just standing for a long period of time. I feel like that's where you're gonna meet him, and if that's not describing your job or what you do, then we can't force that. You just have to make sense of what is out before you, and whatever this is that you're doing, where you're just kind of sitting for a long period of time, and you are in whatever this is, like I think that's your opening. That's when you'll kind of meet this person. Excuse me. But I definitely want you to make sure that you are taking care of yourself, as far as from the feminine, the divine feminine, because I don't want you to feel threatened when he comes in, and he's very masculine. We definitely want to make sure we are watching for flags because we don't want toxic divine masculinity. No, no, we don't want that. But we also have to open up that space to allow for the equal energies to come out, and that's what I see with temperance. I see a lot of restoration, as far as you may be dealing with toxic masculinity from your previous relationship, and you allowing spirit to come in and show you what a healthy divine masculine divine feminine relationship looks like. So Jenna, you had questions. Or you no. Jenna had a second question, right? Okay, you're gonna take care of yourself. Ashe, that's that's the best thing you can do in this lifetime right now. At this stage in the world, that's the best thing you do is take care of yourself. As I always say, if you're not going to take care of yourself, who's going to do it? Because that can't be anybody else's responsibility. So I commend you on doing that because it's not easy, but it is, you know, in my opinion, worth it. Oh, Teresa had a question. Okay. Oh wait, sorry. Jenna, then Teresa. Can I have an energy update on what will happen with Caleb? All right. Um. Oh, you didn't? Okay. My bad. All right. So Jenna wants an energy update. And then Teresa, I'll answer your question. Hold on. Energy update. Energy update. All right. Sorry, I had to do a quick ask of what card I'm supposed to use for you, Jenna. Ooh, Kira. And then she put the wine glass up to excuse herself. Hey, I'm not even gonna shuffle anymore. This is so like this came out like smooth like butter, Jenna. Um, the energy is gaining momentum. Is this card? The energy is gaining momentum. What do you need to release? So, um, basically, what I would say to you is what's happening is not physical, right? And so, even though things might be looking like anything's moving, or he's not doing anything, or things aren't happening the way that you want them to happen, Miss Virgo, um, um, this is a patience game. I honestly don't feel any different than what we talked about last time. Last time, as far as where he is, I still feel that same thing, but I do feel now, um and this may be different from our last reading. You said this question of what do you need to release. um I feel like for you, hold on, where's my sage? I do feel like for you, continuing what you're doing, as far as I mean, I wouldn't block him. If you have blocked him, I wouldn't block him. I'm definitely not feeling that. I don't think you should block him. So if you have blocked him, um maybe unblock him. um but I think that there's a level of self-control that you need to exert in being patient and allowing him to go through his process, because there's a level of appreciation you'll have once he's figured it out. It's a very tricky thing to try to approach someone before they're ready, or to proposition, sorry, I can't talk, proposition someone before they're ready. Yeah, you're not going to reach out anymore. We haven't blocked each other. Yeah, okay, good. I because I would definitely say don't do that. But also, like I said, this is patience. So just let him do what he needs to do. And you work on yourself. And even if you really like, and I think I mentioned this to someone else in my channel, but I mean, because I don't know how anybody feels about magic, but I do it. So I'm just gonna say it. I mean, if you do want to do magic, then I mean do magic. But outside of like contacting him, don't do that. I mean, if you want to work with energy, you can practice magic. Other than that, you're just gonna have to be patient. Trust comes out. The situation is calling for you to have faith. There you go. I mean, spirit's just kind of confirming over and over again for you that this is something that you're really just going to have to be hands off of. But on an energetic level, energetic level, the assurance that you need to know is that he's he's still stuck on you, and that's not going anywhere no matter what it looks like to you, no matter. And honestly, sometimes it may even be no matter what it feels like, because I know that your heart is invested in this, and this is something that you want. But again, that theme of earlier today when we were talking about getting in our own way, I think that you making that decision from earlier that you were just gonna, not contact him and just give him his space. I think that is in alignment with where it is that you need to go, and where it is that you need to be at. And then trust the process. And I said that earlier too with him. Like, you just got to trust the process with him, and trust that when he's done with whatever spirit has him going through, that you guys will find. You just got to have faith in that. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me read your comments. Not gonna reach out anymore. Yeah, I guess he's not ready. We still have each other on everything. Like, we're not on bad terms or anything. He still has. Yeah. Oh shit. That's what I remember. You did say that y'all stuff is at each other's house. And when you told me that the last time, I was like, girl, he ain't going nowhere. I said that. Now I remember that part now. Yeah. So she said not going to do magic on him. Yes. But yes, I'm gonna try and trust it. Um, no, I can still feel him stuck on me, like seeing him awake at 3 a.m. when I wake up in the morning when he has to work at 5:30. And I think he's bothered. Left my stuff. Feels an excuse to revisit. I mean, it's not an excuse. It's just, like, he's not. That's what I'm saying. This doesn't have. Personally, this is how I'm feeling. This is nothing to do with him and another person. I just think he's busy, girl. And the way he's set up, like, it's just, this makes more sense to him, and you have to respect that. And honestly, I think as you get older, because you're still kind of young, as you get older, you'll learn to appreciate that aspect about him. Because if this is someone that you end up settling down with, those qualities are going to make for a great, partner when it comes to family, and when it comes to decision making. You know what I mean? Because this is someone who takes that shit very seriously. But I mean, and I don't know if I said this to you last time, but while he's doing him and doing that, you got to find something to do for you. And maybe that's what earlier was about with the routine and stuff, is finding something to take up that time that you spend. I'm not saying that you spend a lot of time thinking about him. I'm not saying that, but like, you know, I think that you spend more time than I think spirit would care for you to spend thinking about him, or contemplating maybe what happened in the past, or maybe even contemplating or concerning yourself about the future. Spirit is just saying trust it, and then let it go. Like, just have trust and then release it. Sometimes when we are trying to work on something, I mean, this is even true in magic, honestly. Like, sometimes when you're doing work on something, when you overthink it, it hinders it. So we just want to trust it. We want to have faith. Faith is such a freaking powerful thing. And once you have faith in it, that's it. Just let it go. So it will be, or so mote it be. That's what you say it when you're just doing certain rituals. You say so mote it be, because you're basically stamping it and signing it, and then that's it. Something you could do, Kira. I mean, not Kira. Jenna, sorry. This may help. It's not magic, so don't freak out. Um, Something that you could do is just write out on a piece of paper what it is that you want in a relationship with Caleb. Like, write it all out. Like, just spell it out on a piece of paper and then burn it. And then let that be the last time you concern yourself with Caleb until Caleb is ready. He wanted to be able to provide for us, and he felt like he couldn't. He wanted us to get married, serious, 4 to 7 years, spend more time with my family and friends. No, I'm taking questions for now until my husband come back home, and then I gotta go so I can eat. But yeah, no, I'm taking questions. Karina. Oh, hey, girl. I've been getting into new shows as well, trying to distract myself. I started my second semester of my master's program. Oh, so you about to be hella distracted and busy. Okay. Okay, good. Just make sure, Jenna, that you're doing something uh like you have a hobby, or you're doing something because it makes you feel good. I want you to I mean, if you don't have something like that, like if I ask you, what do you do as a hobby that makes you feel good? If you don't have an answer for that, that's something that I definitely would implore you to um discover for yourself within these next few weeks before school starts. You don't have a lighter? You don't have matches or a stick lighter? I mean, you can get that at the dollar store or borrow a lighter from somebody. Um, you love painting? Okay. Okay. Well, make sure that that is something that you're not going a significant amount of time without doing. Okay. So, Karina, Teresa is gonna go first because she had a question, and then Karina, you're gonna go. So it's gonna go Teresa and then Karina. Because I had to scroll up because I was like, I think Teresa had a question. Oh shit, hold on. All right, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Karina. It's Teresa, and then Kira had a messy question, and then and then you'll go. Oh Lord, I'm scared. I'm scared of what Kira is about to say. Kira, did you drink water? Drink water before you ask your question. You may not have the question anymore. Kira, sober up a little bit first. All right, Teresa. Teresa, what's your question, love? Oh, Kira, you want to go after Karina? Because the technically you asked about you had a question, but I mean, if you want her to go first, that's fine. You the moderator, you the boss. Okay. So Teresa, type your question in the comment section. Jenna says, um, okay, okay, got to take a shower. Thank you so much for the questions. No, have to replay what Kira's. Yeah, you'll have to replay. Uh, because you're curious. Okay. Thank you so much, Jenna, for coming in and talking with us and chatting with us for like what you were on here for like an hour or two or something. So I enjoyed talking with you. I'm sure Kira does too. I'm speaking for Kira now. It's not that messy. Whatever. I don't trust it. um, but yeah, have a good night, Jenna, and we'll talk later. Um, oh shit. Did I miss a Okay, never mind. Okay, so let me go back to the comment section. Will I be financially stable? Okay. It's not. Let me get some water. Okay, so Teresa, Teresa wants to know, will she be financially stable? Will she be financially stable? I'm gonna do. I'm feeling like doing a past, present, future for you. Just to get an idea of what was happening, what is, and what will be. Okay. All right. So you had Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and then you had Seven of Cups in reverse, and then you have Five of Cups in upright position. Give me a second. I'm going to clarify. Oh, let me play that so I get updated. Let me clarify. What is this Nine of Pentacles? Thank you. I feel like there was a need for you to make a decision that you were struggling making, and that was affecting your finances. I don't know if this is about a job, like you um, needing to maybe pick a job, or maybe you were having trouble finding a job, but there was something in the way of you kind of making like consistent money, I would say. Um, but presently, so we have Eight of Cups and Eight of Swords to clarify the Seven of Cups. All right, I think now I'm just getting this feeling that you're supposed to be doing something else that you're not doing. There's something that you're not doing, or you're doing something right now, working somewhere right now, that you're not supposed to be doing it. And I think I think you're in this place because you feel like you don't have any more options, and you don't have a choice. I feel like you have kind of mentally taken that choice away from yourself, and that there is a fear that if you walk away, that you'll struggle. And so it's kind of like whatever it is that you're doing right now kind of has you um, in a mental, like prison almost. I don't know. I don't know if you're fulfilled in what you're doing right now. Um, I don't know. It's just very interesting. It's like I'm getting the feeling that you're meant to do something else. And then, not to mention, we have Eight of Cups here, so it's like Spirit is saying, maybe you should be walking away from this. Like maybe there's not maybe, but like I'm saying maybe, but Spirit's obviously not saying maybe, but more you're meant to walk away from something. But the question is, will you actually do? Because near future is Five of Cups, so it's kind of like you're still looking at this situation. You're still weighing the pros and the cons. Like this to me is saying that you haven't really quite made a decision, because of, well, let's ask, what is this because of? Like what is this about, this Five of Cups? Let me shuffle again. I shuffled so much, but I just keep hearing shuffle again. I'll pick from the middle. Hmm. Death card. And this deck actually says death and rebirth. Um, Yeah, I feel like you haven't made that decision because one, you're probably entering into you would probably be entering into a phase of not really knowing what's going to happen, and that's very scary for you. That's something that you're not really comfortable with. You don't take it lightly. You like things to be predictable. You like to know what you're in for, and I don't see you as kind of being someone that flies by the seat of their pants when it comes to maybe this topic or this situation. But I think that what's for you, I don't see being in where it is that you are right now, and hoping that this will grow to something that you'll eventually love, or you'll eventually find what you're looking for, maybe the prosperity or the wealth. um I think that's in something else. And so I see death card coming in, and it's just like there's a shifting that needs to happen, movement basically, or moving around that needs to happen. Excuse me. So, financial stability, I think, is coming after you've made a decision to change things up. Because I don't even think it's about whether or not you will be financially stable. It's about whether you're going to make the decisions that are required for you to find the financial stability. And Spirit is saying you need to do something different if you're looking for financial stability. That is, you need to be looking at something else, or trying something else, or learning about something else to obtain stability, is what I'm seeing. I hope that makes sense. I said I was going to pull from this deck. What is in this deck for Teresa, please? And when to come out? A new romantic cycle begins. Well, your love life is about to be on point, and a new start is coming. So you have a romantic cycle begins, and then a new start is coming. What I'm seeing here is two different things. One, this person, because it's no coincidence that this came in, and we had just did a love reading for you earlier, Teresa. But I'm also seeing here that, one, this person coming into your life could introduce you to ways to obtain financial stability, and so maybe that's where that learning or being open to learning comes into. But also, a new start is coming comes in, and I immediately go right back to what I was saying with the death card, which is that, if you're looking for financial stability, you need to be open to something else, something other than what you have been doing, because it's no coincidence that both of these cards came in reverse, both cards representing near past, present, and near future. So that's what I'm seeing for you. I hope that it makes sense, and that this resonated. If you have any other questions, um, you can let me know. Uh, who is next? Karina? Uh-oh. Here, let me just unplug that. Oh, so it you I can't talk. So it resonates. Okay, cool. Uh okay, so Karina is next. My question is, I haven't seen this person in a long time, and I'm curious of what he'll think of me when he'll see me again. Be Wise. Hi, Be Wise. How are you? It makes sense. So looking forward to my new beginning. Girl, your new beginning is about to be lit, Teresa. Like, I mean, yeah. I see that there's going to be one, there's going to be a lot of fun. But I also feel like there's a transformation that's going to come from this new beginning. And I just don't want you to be resistant, because it is different, or because it is new, or because it is uncertain. I mean, yes, you want to be aware, and you want to, um, what's the word? Like, you want to be discerning as far as where you are putting yourself, especially your energy. But something just tells me about this place that you're headed, that a lot of the things that you have been kind of meditating on, manifesting, and praying about is going to come in as a result of, it's going to come in as a result of this new beginning. Um so Karina, what is he going to, let me read that question again, because my memory, you haven't seen this person in a long time, and you want to know what he'll think of you when he sees you. Playfulness. Oh, that's cute. Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember that love is the greatest healer. Just want to read that off to you. So, is this someone that you typically have had fun with in the past? Jeez. Cards are exploding. Hold on. Oh, you got my wine. Jeez, thank you.
Got two bottles.
Oh shit, babe came home with 2 bottles of wine. Oh gosh. Yes, you can join the list. Be wise. So you'd be after Kira. Kira may have fell asleep though, I don't know. All right. What will he see when, or what will this person see or think of? Let's do both. Ah, there's just so much energy in this deck. It's like I think a lot of feelings are gonna kind of come over them. Hold on, let me fix my deck. I have to fix it in order to shuffle. What's that?
Sparkling black bread.
Hold on, I'll read that in a
I
second,
got your
Karina.
burrito bowl, babe.
Oh, you did? Thank you. Hold on, I'll read that in a second, Karina. So we had well, this card came out first. It says friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. Then it said this was the cover. And it says, if you can do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. And then this card comes out and it says, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. It's interesting. It says, give each other space. Let me see what you wrote. A little, huh? A little backstory. I haven't seen him in 5 years, and ironically, he's helping me out with a music project. Nothing further developed between us, but I'm curious to know what he'll all these, think now all these years. Oh, your phone died? Oh, I told them you went to sleep, Kara. um, well, so I'm definitely seeing that one, the way that my cards were reacting is something that I always pay attention to, right? And the cards are just going all over the place, like not cooperating. So I definitely feel like from that alone, there's a lot of feelings that I think are going to come over this person. Whether or not he acts on them or lets you know what he's feeling. Is still up and left to be determined. But I do think that there are going to be some feelings that kind of come over him again. I definitely think that this card speaks loudest to me, one because it came out first, but also because it's friendship. And anytime I see friendship in a deck that typically revolves around love and relationships, it tells me that there is a potential here for a good foundation to be made and laid out really for a good like a good relationship to be built off of that foundation. So I'm definitely thinking that with these 3 cards now all together, one, this person I feel like is very open to whatever it is that you may be looking for or looking to do. If there is something that you're looking to do, I think that he's open to that. I think that um he if he had feelings for you in the past, they're going to come back, they're going to resurface. It may be like you guys never skipped a beat, but I definitely see those feelings kind of resurfacing and coming back into play. And but I also kind of feel like he may be kind of leaving the ball in your court, if that makes sense. um what else though for Karina, please? She's interested to see spirit. Let me let me sage. She's interested to see. Jeez, I just gotta light my candle. Okay. What is he thinking? Or what will he think? What will he be thinking? All right. Hold on. Cards exploding again. I'll pick those cards up in just a second because I'm actually feeling like I'm done shuffling. So, um, hmm. I'm feeling like I'm feeling like when he sees you, he's thinking, I think he's just open. I'm feeling openness from him. I'm feeling openness from the situation. I feel like the ball is in your court. I will say that he is kind of still trying to get his bearings together. And but I feel like his focus on you, I this King of Pentacles is throwing me off because it kind of makes me feel like um kind of giving you that warning that, make sure that maybe the music project is finished before you pursue anything, if that's something you choose to do, because I don't want it to jeopardize your project or compromise your project. But at the same time, I see him being someone who is like, he knows what he wants, but he's also going to not necessarily be the aggressor in this situation. It would definitely have to be, we had that King of Wands, and then we have that next to that Queen of Wands here, and it's like I definitely feel like he's going to follow your lead. So it's like he's gonna be interested. He's gonna be interested in you, but it's also like I'm gonna just like wait for a signal from her. I'm gonna just let her tell me what she's doing, or she's gonna have to be the aggressor because I don't think he wants to overstep the professionalism that is going to be at play as well. And also, like I said, this may be something that just starts from a friendship, starts from just working with each other, and you rekindling that friendship first, and then like it's raining, y'all are sitting on the couch. You fall on his face, on his lips or something. I don't know, like something like that, where it's just like, oh, okay, this happened, but not on purpose. Like I kind of see you guys just like I see like it building essentially. Does that make sense? Like I see you guys building up this tension. And or at least he's gonna let it build up unless you just aggressively, approach him or come after him. That sounds very just stalkerish, but yeah, I definitely see him kind of yeah, these cards are just indicating that he's definitely leaving it in your hands, and he's like, I'm interested, and maybe he'll give you like subtle clues. um but I just kind of think that he may be playing the passive role. I also feel like with this 8 of Cups here, that next to this 2 of Cups, I feel like maybe he just kind of got out of a situation, so maybe that's also why he's kind of playing the background, where it's like he knows that he sees you, and he's like, yeah, she's I'm having these feelings about her, or these feelings that maybe resurface, but I also got out of a situation. So he may be playing a very safe game right now as far as keeping a distance from you, because he's still trying to get his head wrapped around maybe what had happened previously in his life, or with a significant other. I think, but yeah, this 8 of Cups next to this 2 of Cups makes me feel like he did kind of just he just kind of left someone or had a breakup or something. So if you're looking for maybe why he would be kind of distanced towards you, or why he may be sending you mixed signals when you do meet him or hang out with him or whatever, that could be why. Now, whether he tells you that or not, I don't know, but yeah, I see that kind of being in this, a thing. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Let me get my other card. What the hell like three cards fall on the ground. We have Full card and Seven of Swords, which aren't really a part of your reading, so I don't know why I put them up there like that. but um but yeah, so that's what I'm seeing as far as what he's thinking. I think he's going to be attracted to you, and he's definitely open to, you know, communicating with you. I would say, don't play it too seriously with him. Don't get serious with him initially. I would say let the friendship build first, because one, I would tell you, you want to make sure that he's completely over whoever this person was before you get invested. But just, allowed to be playful, like the card that didn't come out yet all the way, but it flipped over. That makes sense. Sounds like him. Ashe, sis. I'm glad it resonated. So we're gonna do Be Wise and Kira, and then I gotta go because um husband came home with Chipotle. And y'all know Chipotle don't taste right when it's cold. uh who's next? Oh, thank you, Karina. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being patient. And thank you for, yeah, just, sharing your energy with us. We really appreciate it over here. So thank you. And cheers to you. That's embarrassing. There's almost nothing in here. Jeez. All right, Be Wise, what's your question? Yeah, Chipotle is the shit. Chipotle is the shit. It's a bitch to reheat though. That's why I'm like, I don't wanna spend too long on here anymore because I don't want it to get cold, because it's difficult to warm Chipotle back up. Like once, like that's it. Be Wise, are you still here? Oh, okay, you're here. Cool, cool, cool. Can I light this? Well, there we go. Advice on love life. All right, and I remember you um from the last live, but I can't remember your pronoun, and I want to make sure I address you correctly. Be Wise is looking for advice on their love life. You know what? It's not even the tarot. It's this. You're a Cancer? Okay. All right. I was gonna say, if Kira's wrong, Kira said it, not me. All right. All right. So this is an all oracle reading. That's what I was feeling. So I'm gonna just let the cards come out, all three, and then I'm gonna talk to you. Be Wise would like advice on your love life. Okay. You were right, but you weren't sure. so it don't count. Because you know you were about to blame it on you being drunk. For this deck for Be Wise, please. Advice. Thank you. Okay. Oh, I think I've said the word awareness like a million times in this live stream, which is really funny. And then we have seek seclusion. Okay. And for the last deck, hmm, any more from this deck? Okay. Hmm. Nope, I don't want that there. Okay, for the Moonology deck, you had you and your loved ones are safe, which may just be a sidebar confirmation for you. You mentioned being a Cancer. This card is New Moon in Cancer, so I know family is very important to you. And so Spirit is just saying, I think that really something's just telling me that that was something that you needed to hear. I don't know if you've been worrying about someone in your family, a family member lately, but Spirit is saying they're okay. Your family, whoever that is, they're okay. But now moving on, we have hold your vision and adjustments are required. And the reason why I wanted to pull out all of the cards first is because I felt like your reading was going to be um it just needed to I needed to see all the cards basically. I don't even know how to explain that. But what I'm seeing is that you need to like specifically like know and memorize what it is that you're looking for in a person, what it is your ideal partner. If I ask you, hey, Be Wise, what is it that you're looking for in love? What is your partner, what type of partner are you looking for? I think you need to be able to just rattle off immediately what that person is. Like there should not be a thought. And I also think writing it down and keeping it with you is going to be very important for you. It's going to be something that is going to accelerate this as well as what I'm seeing. You need to keep this on you. Like if you have a purse or a wallet, um, write it all down and then keep it on you. And then, as often as you think about your love life throughout the day, I need you to pull it out and read it out loud to yourself or whisper it out loud if you're around people. But this needs to be a practice. And I know it's like not something that is like conventional, but this needs to be something when we see mental repetition here, the spirit is saying that this needs to be something that you are constantly thinking about and sending out to the universe. Okay, so every time the idea of a relationship, the idea of love, if you're watching TV and a love scene comes on the TV and you begin to think about your own love life, I need you to get in the habit of stopping what you're doing as soon as the thought hits you, take out that piece of paper and read it. I want you to be reading this piece of paper so much that this paper becomes torn and ratted and you got to write it on another piece of paper because the piece of paper that you've been using is folded so many times the paper is starting to come apart. Okay, that's how committed and dedicated um I think you need to be when it comes to attracting love into your life. And I know that it may sound very extreme, and but for some reason, for you, this is what's needed. I don't know if you change your mind a lot of times. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's something that may be countering the thing that you're trying to bring in, and so you repeating what it is that you've written down on your piece of paper as far as who it is that you're wanting to bring into your life, this kind of person, this needs to be something that your mind needs to be aligned with as far as what your heart wants. So I think that is definitely something. I mean, you're looking for advice. I think that is what is coming out clearly. And also, the last thing, the last bit of this is awareness. And awareness in the sense of watching your thoughts and making sure that you are not countering what you're trying to work on by doing what you're working on with the list. You want to make sure that you're not sending thoughts that counteract that or contradict that. Meaning, if you're writing down this stuff and you're like, and then a crazy thought comes in your head, like, what if he's an ex murderer? Or what if he never comes? Those are contradictory thoughts and they can't support what you've been putting out there and sending out there into the universe. So you need to be very mindful of what you're thinking when you are thinking about your love life and make sure those thoughts are affirming what you put on that paper. And if they're not, when you feel that thought, when you kind of, because we can monitor our thoughts, we have that ability, and this may be the name of the game for you, is awareness, being more mindful of what you're thinking. When you're thinking that, I need you to shit, I lost my train of thought. Oh, okay. When you're thinking those thoughts, and like, I mean, when you're monitoring those thoughts, and that one thought comes out that doesn't support your paper, that is when you take action and you begin to affirm what it is that you wrote on that paper and say, what I wrote on this paper is happening to me, love is coming for me, the person that I wrote down does exist and he will be coming to my life, or she will be coming to my life. I'm not sure your preference, but you know they're coming. You need to begin to affirm that. This is really like, this is home. I mean, that's homework, but it's like, this is really going to be like an exercise, like working out. This is a daily, hourly practice. I mean, and I just think that um, these cards coming in are definitely saying there's a lot of mental work that needs to be done here. Essentially, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. When the love comes into your life, don't expect it to be a certain kind of way. I mean, as far as like him coming in, because you're talking about what kind of person this is, but I also want you to remember not to expect this person to come in on a white horse or a carriage or anything like that. So when spirit reveals him to you, they're basically saying make the move, express your love. Don't wait on that, don't hesitate on that. Make the move is basically what they're saying, because this person, you may know who he is before he knows who you are. You know what I mean? So absolutely, Kara. Law of attraction. That's literally what I was describing. Thank you. Law of attraction, meaning what it is that you want to attract, you begin to speak affirmatively in your life as if it exists. But also with this card, like when he comes into your life, um, don't doubt, don't second guess, basically, because that literally can destroy the momentum that you've been building. Because right now, I'm helping to give you advice on how to create the momentum, to create that avalanche. And it is safe for you to love again. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. That is work within yourself, making sure that you deserve the love that you're putting on there. So if you write down all the stuff that you want in this person, and you write down the qualities, the traits, what he looks like, what he'll feel like, all the details that you can think about, and you write that down. If you don't believe what you wrote down, this shit won't work. And so spirit is basically making sure that you understand you have to be um what is that word? Like, you have to be in alignment with what you're writing. Don't write something that you don't believe you deserve, you know? And some of that comes from security or being insecure. So hold on. Is someone around me, but I'm closed off? Yeah, it's something to do with security or insecurity. So if you don't believe that you're deserving of love, if you don't believe that the love that you're wanting is going to come to you, then it won't. It's really that simple. There's a level of faith that's required for co-creators, and I think that when we are talking about law of attraction and trying to affirm and create things, or to manifest people into our life, certain types of people, love into our life, we have to believe in it. Otherwise, it's pointless. It's pointless. So this is a mental work. I mean, this is a mental work. This is definitely mental. And this is something that you're going to probably have to practice every day until it becomes like an autopilot type of behavior. And like, no one, I mean, I know I'm saying it like, easier said than done. Like, I know this is not easy and it's going to be difficult and it's going to require a lot of time and patience, but it's definitely going to require focus. And if you want the love that you have an idea that you want, I think this is the quickest way. I think that it'll come. I'll say it like that. And that may be the other thing. If you are closed off to other people or you are closed off to love, that is what you should be going towards, not running away from. Because maybe the lesson for you is in opening yourself up. Um, you listen to love affirmations on YouTube all the time. Good. There's this girl I follow on Instagram. Her name is Coax Marie, Coax, and then Marie, Marie. I think is how you spell it. She does like little affirmation jingles, like songs, like with a beat, and that shit is so fucking beautiful. It's so beautiful. I implore you guys to check her out on Instagram. I mean, I don't know her, like, so I'm not like plugging her or anything, like, because it's a friend. I have no idea who she is, but her spirit is so beautiful, and I just love what she's doing with making affirmations into songs and things that are really catchy, and you can find yourself literally like singing along to her with on the beat. So, um, yeah, Kira, check her out. You'll thank me later. I'm telling you, like it's catchy, and so it's like when you can put affirmations to a beat, because we naturally a lot. Well, most of us, most humans, if you're normal, and I'm just playing, but most humans naturally gravitate towards music or like certain tones and beats, and so when you find a good beat and then someone puts on that beat, like you know I deserved, love or something like that, whatever, however she did it. When you find that and you begin to sing it, you don't even realize that subconsciously you're aligning yourself with the words that you're saying, which is another reason why you want to be very careful about what it is that you're repeating or watching or listening to as far as music and TV. But yeah, when you begin to you know, um like sing along or even like India Arie's song. Coax Marie is her name. Coax Marie. Coax Marie. But or even India.Arie. India.Arie has a song called I Am Light. And I play that song. I swear to you, I swear to God, like anytime I'm feeling sad or down, I will my husband even knows like to play that song. Or if I'm not feeling well, I play I Am Light. I love that song. I swear by that song. I want them to play that song when I give birth, when I like any type of event where I'm going through some shit, I need them to play India.Arie's I Am Light. So um that's just a me thing though. But yes, I think for you be wise, the name of the game is to focus on that look, get that piece of paper, write down um what it is that you want in a relationship, what it is that you're looking for in a partner, in a life partner, in a mate, in a sexual partner. Like, get specific. Don't skip over anything. Write it down. Know exactly what this person, don't write down what he looks like so much, but I'm talking about like his presence in your life. Like I don't really think, I mean, you can. I just personally, in my opinion, like if someone was to ask me like what um, I think that focusing more on who that person is inside, um, there should be all the time in the world should be spent towards that first before you go to physical. Like, oh, he got to have a six pack. It's like, okay, but he has to have a six pack, but you haven't talked about, how he treats, people that don't matter to him, or how he treats, you know what I mean? Like, the character, that what makes the person. Like, focus on that is what I'm trying to say. Kira, what's your question, girl? So I can eat. No, I'm joking, but what's your question? Yeah, NDRE is the truth. Like, if you are looking for like good, vibrational, beautiful music that's not gonna have you like feeling sad or degraded as a woman, NDRE is definitely a go-to artist that I listen to. I have nothing but positive things to say about her music. Yeah, that's how you spell her Instagram handle, Cokes Marie. Kara, get off of this coworker. Girl, we about to have an intervention for Kira. That's what we're doing. I'm not even answering your question. I'm gonna be the first reader on YouTube to not answer the question. like, like if you bring up this coworker one more time, I swear. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh, Karina said, I agree, Demi. I've dated attractive men with no soul, literally. I prefer someone with an actual heart and personality. Yeah, me and my husband actually we talk a lot about that because it is important. It's something that doesn't get talked about. I feel like it doesn't get talked about enough. People do have conversations about it, but usually it's after terrible things have happened where you're like, oh, okay. But it really is important. We're in a society right now where we focus so much on the appearance, plastic surgery. And no offense to plastic surgery, because I mean, one, y'all, if y'all don't know anything about me, I do not judge, because I'd have to care to judge, and I don't care. Like, if you want to get plastic surgery, you know, by all means, do you. I'm just saying that, you know, we're in such a vain society, though, where the physical appearance is what is looked after and cared about more than the person inside. And it's just like the physical can only take you so far, but it's like, yeah, she's pretty, but she's ruined inside. Like, she's a terrible person inside, or she's just empty inside. Or yeah, he has a nice body and he goes to the gym and he's fit and he's beautiful to look at, but he's not a nice person. It's like we don't find out about the other stuff until after we're already invested and involved, and then at that point we're trying to make excuses for them or try to change them, which is even worse. Like, do not try to change anybody. Do not try to change anybody, because that's the biggest gamble of your life, and I don't think it's worth it personally. I really don't. um but yeah, no, I definitely agree with you, Karina. I would love to see more of us pay more attention to the inside, because it's like anybody can go get plastic surgery and get off the table and look like whoever the fuck. Like, anybody can do that, but at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, when it comes to what you're made of, what does that look like? you know it's just like, I even said to my husband, I said, wouldn't it be interesting, like, if everyone on the planet looked alike, if we all looked like the same person, like I looked like you looked like me, there was no difference, we were all out here just twinning it, right? Just twin central. Like, if we all looked alike, we would have to depend on what's inside to decipher me from you. So I just think that, like, we should treat it like that. I'm not going to look at him as this beautiful specimen. I mean, I'm going to take a moment to appreciate that, because look, I mean, yeah, I mean, appreciate it, but that should not be priority. It shouldn't. Not if you're trying to be in a happy, and I just feel like in an aligned relationship. It's just, looks are not important. They're just not. And the more you make looks important, the more you are signing yourself up for some fuckery, because it's just, I mean, you see it, like, these beautiful women on Instagram, beautiful women, but none of them, you know what? I'm not even going to say that. Let me not even go there. Let me not. Let me not. But beauty is skin deep. That's it. It's skin deep. I'm concerned about, you know, like, God forbid a fire happens and your skin gets melted off and you don't look like that anymore. Do I still like you as a person? That's the question. That's some real honesty. Is it, for whatever reason, you don't look like how you looked when I met you initially? Like, do we have anything else of substance after that? Or, oh, the sex was good, so I stayed with them. Okay, well, if their penis broke and they can't have sex for a year, what else are y'all gonna do? You know what I mean? I mean, you can teach sex. I mean, at least 21 and up. Look, you can teach sex. All right. You can instruct on sex. Sex is teachable, but you can't teach a man um you okay, you can, but like it should just be important that you assess whether or not a man is going to treat you how you want to be treated. Because you should never be settling for anything less than what you want to be treated. And if a man comes to you initially and he's already talking to you crazy, I don't give a damn if he says, well, that's where I'm from or that's how I grew up. No, respect is respect. And personally, like for me, and I know it may be like y'all may be thinking, oh, it's easy for you to say that because you're married or whatever. But like even before I met my husband, like I was always that person that was like, I'd rather be single. I'd rather be single than to deal with this bullshit. Like I really would. So let me get off my podium of preaching to you guys. I go on little rants. I'm sorry. um, Karina says, I agree. I'm only 25, but I've seen a lot of egotistical men. And you will. And you will. And that's another thing is like, when you make it certain to the universe as well what it is that you want and how you kind of just like you're dismissing the fuckery of the others, like you'll start to attract the men if that's something that you're actively doing. I mean, you can follow the advice that I gave to Be Wise. Um, the universe will start bringing that stuff your way. So watch what you're attracting. Watch who you spend your energy with, you know? Did she say a young MA? All right, Kira, you're off liquor. No more liquor tonight. Kira says she's done with men. Lord. Honestly, what I said does not discriminate men and women. You know, like I said, looks only go so far. Because at the end of the day, when y'all are done having sex, when y'all are done looking at each other, and now somebody got to open their mouth and talk, and you realize how ugly that person is from the inside, you just wasted your time. That's Scorpio. Yeah. Yeah. It's that fear from us women of being alone because naturally a lot of us, I'm not going to say everybody, but a lot of us can relate to feeling like um we want to be with someone, we want love, we desire to be cared for. It's natural, it's biological. I mean, it's biology to feel that way. I get it, but it can't be more important than yourself and self-care and looking out for yourself. So until the love that deserves until that man comes that deserves your time and your attention, until he comes, then you have to be that man for yourself. Like whatever you think he can give you, I guarantee you can give it to yourself. I mean, besides dick, but like outside of that, like you can give yourself the love, the praise, the affection, the support, and then just go to a I don't know. I don't know how to address the sex part, but that's it. And then on top of that, I already talked about sex and what I feel about just sleeping around. So you guys may have to catch that on the playback because I'm not gonna make this longer. But anyway, Kira, uh, Kira, okay, I'm gonna answer your question right real quick about this coworker. Then I'm gonna get off. This damn coworker. All right, Spirit. Look, Kira. I know Kira want to know about this coworker. So, what messages do you have for her? I'm just curious. My ass, whatever. Whatever, Kira. What do you have for us, Spirit, in this deck for Kira regarding this coworker? Compassion came out. Hold on, I'll show the card in a second. Oh, compassion and self-love came out. Any other cards for Kara in this deck, please? Thank you. All right, let me show you real quick because I know the glare is like really bad. Compassion came out. Hydrate came out. Self-love came out. Look, I'm gonna just shoot it to you straight. You know me. Um, I think spirit is just like, no, it's not your coworker. That's not where it's at. She said it got him a Starbucks gift card. I'm done. Oh my god. Carrot, leave this man alone. Okay? Leave this man alone. You're looking for a distraction. And this is not, that's not where it's at. Leave that man alone. Don't get that, like yeah, compassion. We appreciate you giving him something for Christmas. That's so sweet of you. But don't try to, don't I can't even talk. Like I just can't I can't even talk. No, it's not where it's at. This is a season of just you. That's what I'm feeling. It's just you. Anything else right now, like in the near future, like I'm talking like weeks, it's just you. And um I don't want you to do anything that's going to be resistant to that. And I don't want you to try to force something because you are alone, or maybe there are times where you get lonely and you want something to distract you, or you want something to entertain you, during this time. But I'm feeling like there are other things that you can be focusing on right now. It might not be what you want to hear, but self-love comes out and hydrate comes out. And if you notice, both of those cards are, one, they're buyers by themselves. Her specifically, if you can see right here, she's like very, where the hell's the camera? Okay. She is there it is. Okay, there it is. You can tell she's like looking in. She's very focused, right? She's very focused. And I want to say, like, I look at that card as like a portal. That's kind of how I look at it. Because it's like this whole other world within these trees. Where the hell's the cat? Okay, there's this whole other world right here, and she's pressing on it because she's like, wait a minute, like what's this? Like, like I was literally about to say, have you seen Van Helsing? Because I just watched Van Helsing like yesterday. But in Van Helsing, they have a portal where like it's a picture, but if you like, I don't know, they did some shit to it, and then they were able to like go through the picture into the world where Dracula lives. Jeez. Anyway, my point is that um there's is self-discovery, Kara. That's what I'm trying to say. Self-discovery. And you can you it's not in your Scorpio, it's not in your coworker, it's not in any of that right now. I know you want to know, and I know you're like, okay, well when is this? But it's like that's the issue. And so right now I just want you to focus on yourself, just yourself. So no more Starbucks gift cards. No more. Look, no, say that in the comment section. Say no more Starbucks gift cards. Cause it's just a distraction. She said yes, ma'am. Emotions are running high. Emotions are running high comes out. Emotions are running high. Yeah. I mean, I get it. And then on top of that, you said you're a Taurus, so it makes sense because it's like, all right, I would like to settle down soon. So what the hell is going on? But it's self-discovery first. Self-discovery first. Bring love into the situation. Luck is on your side. Your dreams need a practical plan. Yeah, I mean, self. This is self-love. This is self-love. Yeah, treat yourself. Treat yourself to that Starbucks card. That's what, honestly, you know what? Damn it. Date. That's what I want to say. Date yourself, Kara. Do the things that you would do for Scorpio. Do them for yourself. Take yourself on a date, take yourself on a picnic. I don't want you to concern yourself with what, people would even say about that, cuz who the fuck cares? This is about you and you making sure that you're taken care of, and Kira gets to do what she wants to do because that's what she wants to do, and that was it. That's as far as the thought process went. So if you want to buy yourself a gift card, then damn it, buy yourself a gift card. If you want to take yourself to a movie, damn it, take yourself to a movie. If you want to take yourself out to dinner, then go to dinner. You don't like, I think that's where you this is where you need to spend some time at. Okay. And have fun with that. Enjoy this season, because you're not going to be in, I don't feel you're going to be in this season long, but I think this season is needed for you. So don't spend this season focusing so much on what you don't have. Okay? Excuse me. Excuse me, because you're when you get out of this season and life starts to get a little more hectic and busy for you, you're going to reflect back on this. You're going to be like, "Damn, I wish I would have done more when I had more time by myself and to myself." Because now shit's getting crazy and hectic. Okay? So enjoy this moment, enjoy this season. You won't be there long, but I also don't want you to be rushing it, or or trying to manipulate it too much to where you miss out on the lessons that you needed to experience within your single season. Okay. Last card, one more pull for Kira. Surrendering. I honor the truth and surrender as it opens to me to gifts of divine grace. Be okay with the process that you're in. I mean, the cycle that you're in. Be okay with it. You're supposed to be where you are. It's not an accident. You did nothing wrong. Where you are right now is exactly where you're supposed to be. So accept that and surrender to that so that you can be open to what spirit has for you in this moment. Excuse me. My allergies are terrible. Ashe, sis. Focus on yourself. Ashe. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and close out. Thank you guys so much for watching and participating. I really didn't even plan on being on here for this long. But I appreciate every single one of you guys' comments. I appreciate you, Kara, for moderating and being here and sharing your energy. And I appreciate those of you guys who asked for questions. And I'm grateful overall for all of you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, co creators, peace, love, and light as usual. Bye.